Yo, anybody in chat? Is anybody there? Or is that a ghost viewer? Alright, judging from lack of response, that is in fact a ghost viewer. Cool. I guess I'll just talk to myself. How long does stream code take to announce? Jeez. That's taking a while. Huh. Maybe I should try Carl. Carl seems to do it goodly. Stream code being kinda stinky right now. It's been almost 7 minutes and still hasn't announced that I'm live. Oh. Ah, there we go. What am I even gonna do this stream? I'm free now. I could play State of Decay Year 1. Oh, hi, Toaster. Yes, very trash stream. You're right, you're not wrong.
Yup.
Hi.
Trash stream.
That's very rude. That's very rude of you, sir. Such rudeness. Toaster's very rude.
Play Year 1. Year 1 is not bad. It is different. I will say that. Like, some of the mechanics are a little not that nice.
I mean, for me, those mechanics are like, why? You know, because I can't air dribble, I can't ceiling shot, but then
No,
like all of a sudden I practice ceiling shots a tiny bit, and I'm like, oh, I can actually do the most basic of terrible ceiling shots? That's pretty cool.
So I was not talking about Rocket League, I was talking about State of Decay Year 1.
Yeah. I heard the word bro, I'm tired, I'm sick. I heard the word mechanics, I thought
You said
Rocket
you're
League.
tired.
I'm what?
You said you're tired instead of tired.
Again, bro, I'm tired, I'm sick. Nah, bro, I'm tired and I'm sick, leave me alone.
There. Yeah, no, I mean, State of Decay Year 1, it's not bad, but, like, it's different.
It's different? Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting, discover all the new mechanics. Oh, maybe that's why you were talking about mechanics.
Yeah, also, the game's too easy.
Oh.
Like, way too
Is there
easy.
no difficulty changing?
I can't remember, I haven't played it in a while, but I remember when I played it, it was too easy. Like,
Are there no
way too easy.
plague hearts? Or, oh
Uh,
wait,
play the game.
I think, isn't plague, like, a new thing instead of Decay 2?
Yeah,
Because in the tutorial it introduces you to the plague zombies. It wouldn't need to do that if it was in the first game.
yeah, it's
Wow, no plague zombies? That's...
well, I mean, just play the game.
Should I do that?
Yeah.
This stream?
Well, I don't know if you want to do it this stream. I'm just not going to tell you much about the game, so you can experience the way it should be experienced.
Alright. I mean, I was
I just don't know.
I was gonna... I don't really wanna do State of Decay Year 1 this stream, because, you know, I'm tired and I'm sick. And I
Yeah.
wanted to turn it into a series for my YouTube channel. You know,
Oh.
gotta get all that free content.
Yeah, yeah, free content.
Yeah, free content. Very
Are you
important.
gonna play? Yeah, so you could also play the Crash games, but
I was also
you can
planning on turning those into series.
more
Gotta
free
get that
content.
free content, man. I'm playing a game with a storyline and I'm giving commentary. Free content.
Makes sense, makes sense. Then I don't know. What did the other people say?
They didn't say anything, is the thing.
I was the only one
They
who gave.
said nothing. I
Yeah,
asked, and
so sad.
nobody said anything. I expected Bacon to say something. I at least expected Sponge to say Rocket League. He didn't say
I said something.
anything.
Yeah. How about what else could you do that doesn't require a series to be made?
I mean, I
Just
could just play
you-
Rocket League.
Yeah. Okay. Guess Rocket League is what you're doing.
So, yeah, I guess I'm playing Rocket League. Oh, well.
Oh well.
Oh, my. Guess I'm gonna have to change my stuffy stuffs to...
Yeah, it's Splitgate downloaded. We could have played that.
I mean, Hey, Sponge. My trash Wi-Fi, I still haven't downloaded
Yeah,
Splitgate because I'm like, it's gonna take too long.
it is.
It's an online game, it's probably constantly getting updated.
Probably.
Steam has to update every time I open it, so I just never close Steam anymore.
Makes sense. Understandable.
What are you doing right now?
Hello, noobs.
Yeah, I said hi to him. He has not said anything back after that.
The rudeness.
What are you doing currently, Sir Toaster?
I am in Rocket League doing shit.
Oh.
Boing. And by doing shit, I don't mean I'm practicing mechanics. I'm literally doing shit.
Uh...
I'm not doing anything that could benefit my mechanics. Or
Understandable,
if it is benefiting my
understandable.
mechanics, it's not doing it at a good rate.
I see, I see. I'm quickly gonna go fetch my other controller.
Right.
I really need to get some, like, sellotape or something. So that I can differentiate between the scuffed controller and the non-scuffed. Currently, they both just look like black DualShock 4s.
I can tell what controller is what from me because one of them is literally physically broken.
You know,
And that's
understandable.
the good one. That's the one that I use because the other one doesn't turn on.
You know, makes sense. You know,
Yep.
it makes sense. Also, Sponge, why are you dumb? What did you do? Sorry, why are you dumb this time?
Yeah, this time.
Sorry. Uh,
How rude of you.
I'm so rude. But yeah, why are you dumb, Sponge?
Didn't Jelly say she was gonna be in the stream? Spawn should be happy.
Yeah. I just asked him in chat why he's dumb. He doesn't seem to be responding to anything I'm saying, even though I've literally been looking at OBS this entire time. I'm
Yeah,
not muted.
I have your stream open as well, and I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Sponge. Maybe he's dying to death. His
Maybe.
Twitch always
Definitely.
acts funky for no reason.
I sure it's his Twitch or just maybe his Wi-Fi. Cause like I've never had this problem with Twitch.
Sometimes my Twitch like buffers and then it'll start playing again, but it never has problems like him, so I don't know.
Yeah. Also, has this ever happened to you where YouTube can suddenly handle much higher quality of video for no reason, even though you have the same laptop?
Oh, yeah, that does happen. If it's recorded and uploaded in a higher quality, you can pick that quality to watch in, which I think is kind of stupid, because like you can pick it to watch in, but all it does is make it harder for the video to load. It doesn't actually do anything for what you're watching it on.
Wait, explain that again, but simply.
So basically, if the video was recorded and uploaded at a higher quality than what your device you're watching it on can view it in, so let's say you're watching on a 720p phone and it was recorded at 1080p, you can load the video in 1080p, but since you have a 720p phone, you'll still only see it in 720p, so all it does is make it harder for the video to load.
Oh, not. Yeah, because well, not really. That's what happened to me. It's just when I first got my laptop, it used to buffer a bit when I put it at HD, like 720. Even that sometimes buffered, but not a lot. And then all of a sudden, I can perfectly do 1080 and even with 60 FPS. So, and my laptop's like fine. I'm like, what did I do differently? Because I know I messed around with my graphical settings, but I'm not sure how I made it better. But I did.
I see. Yeah, every single video that I view, I can watch it in 1080p, even though my phone can only view the videos in 720p max.
I think I have a 1080p phone, so yeah. I can't, for my laptop, I can't do anything over 1080 because my screen is at 1080 resolution, so
Why does it say you're online but not in game? That's weird.
me.
Yeah, you.
Probably because the game's been open for like a while, like since the last time we played, because Xbox. So
Huh.
I assume if I close it, uh,
I should
close it,
probably
there we
switch to
go.
my Epic account, shouldn't I?
Oh,
I'm currently on my Steam account. I mean, we are gonna be playing casual, but tryhards,
yeah.
man.
Because I had my volume up, but then I connected my earphones and it changed the volume to 0%. That is why Sponge is dumb.
Yeah, I read that. I was gonna respond, but I was talking to you. Where is the Jelly Beaner? I don't know where
Probably
she is.
busy?
She's gonna join whenever she joins. She's working. She has a life.
Yeah, man.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah, I have to close the game and open it. Accepted. Oh, you use Octane.
Well, of course I use Octane. I am on my not collector account.
I use Octane as well.
Oh, the toaster in an Octane? That doesn't sound very good.
Probably not. I haven't used the Octane in a while.
It is what it
I
is.
need a good antenna. No more antenna. I'm assuming you're using Barker's mod to make your
Yeah.
car look not ugly, because
Isn't my car default currently?
Yeah, it's default.
Yeah. I have on my since Alpha console needs an update because Rocket League got updated. I can't use the Hydra car, so I'm using Space Station Gaming.
Not a problem.
By the way,
You missed? Okay, cool.
what you saying?
Ah, controller. Wow. Interesting. That was
Alright.
technically a pinch. And a good one. Kinda.
Uh,
Not on target, but oh well.
yeah.
Ooh, ah.
By the way, what? Spongy Sponge?
I think that definitely meant to do that.
Hey yo, that guy was rude.
Sorry.
And that guy was rude as well. I'm trying to take the ball off the wall, guys.
Oh yeah, we are, should we still do the spinny spin thing?
I'm trying to go for like, I'm trying to hit an air dribble or ceiling shot in an actual match.
Oh, okay. I'll
That
let
was
you do that
terrible.
then.
If you like see the opportunity for a pinch while I'm setting up for a ceiling shot or air dribble, I say go ahead.
Alright.
Because
Oh,
like most of the time I'll just be like driving to the side, so it's probably easy to set up a team pinch. The reason I asked if Jelly called you is because I sent her the pic of Fanboy Escaping and she said after that, oh, yeah, because Fanboy Skeppy's hot. Like, duh. I wish I actually looked like that. Bro, I'd be so hot.
ooh. I
I'd
was
be
expecting the guy to
I'd be
Doomsy.
cool as fuck.
Yeah. See, I wanted this guy to Doomsy, right?
Yeah. But these are
And then this other guy
tryhards,
did.
man. I mean, he did try Doomsday. Maybe they're not tryhards.
Yeah, he did try. The other guy, not so much. The other guy was just like, haha, float.
Yeah. Well, he went for that slow.
He,
Double touch?
ooh.
No. No double touch. I was too close. Way too close.
Yes. I am so glad I didn't actually go for the shot on purpose because I would have scored that.
Ah.
Okay, like, I mistakenly turned my
Oh.
camera.
Wow.
Ooh, bumped the other guy, haha.
I need this boost. Oh, I missed the ball.
Ah, so close. I felt that one.
Bane.
Ah,
Well, she didn't call you. No, she did. She did. She did call me daddy. No, that is a thing that happened. She just didn't call me. Like, ring ring. Hello? That didn't happen.
maybe she did at one point in her life.
At one point in her life, yes, she did. That is a thing that has happened. I have been in a call with her.
Wow.
Because, guess what? I just said guess what?
Gaze was.
Guess what? We're
Yeah, that's the
IRL
reason.
friends. Oh yeah, Fanboy
Wow.
Skippy's hot. Of course she called me daddy. Like, bro, you're telling me you wouldn't?
I personally wouldn't.
I mean, you have a girlfriend.
True. I'm also straight.
That, JoJo's.
Okay, well that's a different kind of game.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
please
like
don't go in. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, Toast, there was something I meant to send you earlier, but then I
oh
kept
yeah,
forgetting to send it to you.
stupid. Also, I haven't spoken to
I
content.
was playing threes with two of the people from Marvel Dreamers, RJ and who was the other person? Oh, Saucy. RJ and Saucy. And RJ and I hit a beautiful, I think, like 130 or 140 kph team pinch in the
Yeah,
air.
in the air.
Completely by
Oh,
accident, but it happened.
wow.
When did she call me daddy? She responded to the status and she said something about daddy Skeppy. Take that to
I
the
thought
left. Put it in the corner. That's for you.
Ah, I was so close.
50 that. It goes
My
up.
beans.
Fake them. Make them think I'm going for the ball. Actually challenge this time. Completely miss the ball because I'm good at the game. Obviously.
Okay. Ah, I
Uh,
thought I could block him.
these people are
Oh
being
well.
very rude, so we can't do anything.
Pain.
Okay. Okay. Can I take this, please? That's not letting me take it, sir.
They are very rude. I was too slow. Way too slow.
Pinch. Faked.
He.
Um. Okay.
What? Oh, what?
I get it,
What?
man. I get it, man. I get it, man. Dominus, it's pretty flat. You know, you can go under the ball easily. I get it.
I don't know, man. I don't really get that problem, man. I
You're
think
used
he's
to
a
playing
newfound
in
dominant.
Dominus. He's probably a newbie Dominus, you know,
Yeah.
trying it
'Cause
out.
ah,
I'm also real quick, well, that's a recipe for me to ask a girl something. Why? Because you're a simp and no girl wants to speak to you? I'm kidding. Most girls do want to speak to simps because they're like, wow, I can get free stuff out of this guy.
yeah.
Majority of my friends are guys. Yeah, you should get more friends that are female. They're very fun to hang out with in a different way as to the guy friends, normally.
Yeah, guys,
Whoa,
yeah.
what a redirect backwards.
Thank you. I'm quite proud of it.
Oh, that went out. And that guy missed.
He missed again.
What? I meant to flip, but I double jumped.
Omoshiroi.
What's this guy doing? Try-harding?
Dribbling? He dribbling?
Ah, fuck. Oh yeah.
Oh,
When I was practicing my ceiling shots the other day, I actually hit a musty in the air for the first time off of the wall, and then
ooh,
I was so close to getting a double tap after that. I was like, holy shit, what is going on?
wow.
You know? But
That's
I
pretty.
missed it, so I didn't save it.
It's pretty epic.
To be pretty epic.
Why is he so rude?
I don't know. Why is he so rude? We're letting him go for stuff. Why is he being so rude to us?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to get that.
I mean,
Pain.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried. Trying is good enough. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah,
Because
it's
if
important.
if you don't try, you're never gonna get the save. But if you do try, you have a chance. And that's why
Yeah.
people double commit.
Yep. I got a tigress blueprint. Woo.
Sheesh. How about you use Octane and I use Dominus? That sounds like a fun idea.
Oh god, we've done that before, remember? Didn't go
Yeah.
well.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Right?
Space. Dominus Space Station Gaming. Let's go. I wonder how much easier my air dribbles are gonna be in this car. Because, you know, Dominus.
You flit.
I mean, flicks are probably gonna be easier, but I'm not going for flicks.
Yeah, flicks are pretty easy with the dumbness. As well as
Kaneki
dribbling.
Ken! 2001?
Is that his actual age?
I don't...
Is he
Not,
20 years old? I
I'm
think
not
he is.
sure. I know he's an adult because he has a child, but I don't
Yeah.
know exactly how old he is.
I'm pretty sure he is. Ooh! Aw!
Oh!
That was so
Oh, that
close.
was so close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is 21.
Huh.
Or at least 20.
20, yeah. Around there. I completely gave away possession. Why? I don't know.
How did they both miss?
Because they didn't
Why?
expect
I
me to
forgot
give
to
away
tell them.
possession like that, and it shocked them so much that they were suffering for multiple seconds.
Understandable. Okay.
Wow. I got a clear ball? What? Did I even touch that?
Ah, missed me. I was tricked.
Uh,
Oh no.
I'm missing ball. Who has a child? Kaneki Ken. Ken Kaneki. Sorry. Kaneki.
Yes. Kaneki.
Ow!
Yes, he demoed.
Kaneki has a child. If you don't know who Kaneki
Indeed.
is, you have clearly never had an edgy anime phase.
Or at least been in the anime scene. I'm pretty sure everyone who watches anime knows Kaneki, right? Like that's
In the anime scene, the intro to the anime that he is in is literally a meme. Even outside of the anime scene, it's a meme.
yeah. Ah!
Pain.
I did read it technically, so.
Oh.
Oh, if you weren't gonna say that, I might have said that. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh no. I was on a journey to get beans.
Oh.
Okay, he
Oh.
missed.
I don't have beans.
That was not a pitch.
True. That was not a pinch. Wow. I can't do
Who are you
anything in
actually?
the Dominus.
Meow.
I
Oh,
can't even hit the ball, man.
the dominance is flat.
You're telling me you've never heard of Oh she had tail, she had tail, so no, she couldn't walk,
My ears.
but couldn't knock me. Daddy, you don't know. A young person could have a child. Uh,
Well, we wouldn't do
well,
that in anime.
well, well, yes, a young person could in fact have a child. What? Okay, I thought that was in for a second. I was about to be like, excuse me, game. I did not want to get that on target.
How rude of game.
Fake. Actually hit it that time. They thought. Get this boost.
Oh,
Oh!
I forgot it. I'm surprised I hit that. I was spinning.
Not only an adult. No, but they wouldn't make a child have a child in anime.
Especially as like a happy conclusion to something.
Yeah. Oh.
And also, the creator of Tokyo Ghoul got enough shit for not making Kaneki gay, so yeah, I don't think he wanted more controversy.
Why would they make Kaneki gay? Toka, though, man.
You, you
She
know
is
how people are.
literally the edgy man's dream girlfriend.
But you see, in the eyes of Twitter and uh,
Everything has to be gay.
yeah, and I forgot what they called. I think they're called Fujoshi or whatever.
I have no
Whatever those.
fucking clue.
Basically, girls who like yaoi. Um, if it is not gay, it is trash, according to them. Like, it could be the most shitty plot. The fact that it's gay makes it better, and I think that's stupid, right? Because that's inherently
Guy's
linked
entire
to the
family
story.
gets killed by another guy. Guy gets kidnapped by the guy who killed his family. Guy gets tortured. But they end up being gay. Perfect story.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
They
you can
don't
have
even
like a
have they don't even have to be gay together. Just be gay. Perfect story.
exactly. As long as there's some gay,
If
it's
there
okay
is
if
a
it's like
smidge of
brutal
gay,
murder.
if they just look at each other sensually for one frame, perfect.
Yeah. Ah, you bastard. Let's turn on goal. But yeah, no, it's like a similar thing happened in have you watched Given?
Given. No, I haven't watched Given yet. I am
Uh,
currently watching Doctor Stone's Stone Wars, and then I'm gonna watch Fire Force.
actually, I should watch Fire Force. I'm almost finished with the new season of My Hero, besides the fact that it's ongoing, so I'm gonna watch Fire Force afterwards. Anyway, point is that in Given, it's pretty obvious that they're gay. It's literally the plot. That it's
The
just
plot
a
is they
really,
are homosexual. Are you
but
happy, Twitter?
the thing is though, is that the anime, it's not like advertising itself because it's gay. It's advertising itself as a very good music anime, and it is. It is a great music anime. And they're gay, which obviously it doesn't really change a thing. They could be straight and it wouldn't change anything, in my opinion. But because they're gay, Twitter people and the Yaoi fangirls, they fucking freaked out. And they kind of ignored the fact that this is kind of spoilers, but not really, is that the main character, he had an ex-boyfriend that killed himself, right? And but this
Oh.
isn't, it's not that big of a spoiler because it's like, I think it's explained in the third episode.
Oh yeah, then
And
it's
the fact that he
relatively.
killed himself is
Wait,
not
how long is the
important.
anime?
12, it's a 12 episode thing. But
Oh,
it's the
so
fact,
a quarter through.
yeah, but it's also, it's not the thing that's the spoiler. The fact that he killed himself doesn't really spoil a thing because what's important about that plot is how it affects him mentally, which I won't explain. But um, basically, they kind of ignored that part and said that, ah, yes, they're so cute together. And it's like, ah, yeah, remember that caused he's asked to kill himself. But they're like, no, but they're gay. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And also, just another thing I find funny is that, uh, no, not everyone does this, but some people I've seen on Twitter do this, where they're like, say that certain anime characters are underage, but then freak out over My Hero characters, and it's like, they are 16. Like,
They are
I saw
literally
this,
children.
yeah,
Even in
I
the
saw a video.
newest manga chapters, they are still children, and they are literally at school.
Exactly, and I saw a video of someone pointing this out, where this one Twitter user was like reminding people that Nezuko, I don't know how old Nezuko is, but they said that Nezuko is like a kid or something, but then a literal other tweet on their account is saying they want to lick Bakugo's biceps. Isn't Bakugo 15 or something?
Yeah. They're
Yeah, and I'm
teenagers
like,
in school.
yeah, so I'm like, that's it's a little
Nezuko.
strange.
Nezuko. Why can't I remember who Nezuko is?
Demon Slayer.
Oh, Demon Slayer. Bro, I don't know what the hell is wrong with the My Hero fandom. I've seen sexualizations of Eri.
Oh, what the fuck?
Eri, bro.
Nah,
Like,
they
she's not even a
shouldn't.
teenager. She's a child.
Bro, she's written as such an innocent character. Why the fuck would they do that?
Yeah. She's so wholesome and kawaii.
And another thing is, and this is linked to the people, those are people who think they are right because it's gay. Is that every fan art that I've seen, like if you go on Instagram and you just type in My Hero, right?
It'll be
A lot
like
of
Deku.
feminists
It'll be
is
Deku Bakugo or Deku Todoroki, or Bakugo Kirishima, or Todoroki Yayurozu, or Kaminari Jiro. Those are the only ones I know of.
yeah, and see, thing is right. A lot of these things, they don't make sense. So, like for example, Bakugo and Kirishima, they are so obviously bro characters.
Yeah,
Their characters.
that's not a romance. That is a bromance. That is the definition of a bromance.
Exactly. But then like people are drawing fan art of them kissing and shit, and it's like they're not those kind of characters. It's so
They really
obvious.
aren't. They are
And
bros.
then also another thing is like people shipping people with Deku. It's like he's clearly too
Bro,
busy trying to be a hero,
every
right?
single character is shipped with Deku. I swear to God.
Yeah, and it just doesn't make sense because he's the only one that I can possibly understand is what's the name? Uraraka?
Uraraka. Okay,
But even then,
I can understand two of them.
yeah,
I can understand Uraraka because, you know, it's kind of obvious.
yeah,
They've literally like shown signs of they're kind. Uraraka's definitely into Deku. Deku might
Deku
be
is
into
a good.
Uraraka.
Yeah, because he's really nervous whenever she's ready.
Yeah.
But then again, he's nervous
He's
whenever any
nervous all the time,
females.
but when she's there, he's like extra nervous.
Yeah.
Um, But then another one I could understand, hear me out, Deku and Toga, because
Well,
she would probably kidnap him.
probably, but that's not really a ship.
You're right, it's not really a ship. But
It's just like forceful. Um,
that's still a
like,
relationship.
it is still a
In my books,
relationship.
it counts.
Still a relationship, but it's not something I think people should ship.
Yeah, it's not
Um,
something people should ship. What do you mean
yeah.
it's not something people should ship? That's my favorite ship. I love them together.
Ah, yes. Unconsented romance.
Unconsented romance, the best kind.
This is getting you cancelled.
100%, 100%. Okay, for future viewers of my streams and or videos, specifically Twitter, I'm joking. I don't think anybody should be forced into a relationship. In fact, I think it's very wrong. I'm making
Yeah,
a joke about fictional characters.
this is a joke where fictional characters do not get hurt.
Yes.
Ah,
I
yeah.
mean, technically Deku already has gotten hurt because, like, Toga's tried to, like, steal his blood and shit.
Because
But,
also like, I'm talking about like, they can't get hurt because they're drunks. Right?
oh, you're right, they can't get hurt because they're drawings. That's, you know,
So
that's factually accurate. They are not real people.
yeah. So yeah. Just Twitter. That's a disclaimer.
Yes,
Don't
that is
take
a
it out of fucking
disclaimer.
context.
Don't take it out of context. They're probably gonna
Mm.
take it out of context. Wait, they can't take that out of context because whenever I said it, I was laughing. There's no way for you to take that out of context. I'm laughing. It means it's a joke.
Probably like put subtitles on and then take screenshots.
Take screenshots of Rocket League and just be like,
Something like that. Oh wait, no. Wait for them to find out that you're white and a male.
no. Wait until they find out I'm a cisgender straight white male. Oh wait, I'm not. They don't care. They're still gonna call me one.
Yeah. Wait until they find out that I'm straight. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. When they find out that the toaster is straight, their gay ship's gonna be ruined.
Bro, if we can gauge it, I'm gonna be so pissed at people because like, I just don't want that to be your fandom. Like, it's just, no.
If that's my fandom, I'm gonna quit YouTube, on God.
Yeah, bro. If it's a fan, like, for future
unless
videos.
unless it's a gay ship that I've purposefully been like, oh, if it's like that, and people know it's jokes, and they make joke fan art, you know, I'm gonna be like, you know, that's cool, I'm fine with that.
I wouldn't
But
mind jokes. Like, I wouldn't mind if people do it as a joke, but purely as a joke with us because we obviously do act like that, but as a joke,
yeah,
clearly as a joke.
yeah, like literally immediately after we say anything sus, we burst out into laughter.
So, I don't know, man. I just don't attract like the dream
Let me
fans
let
or
me let
whatever.
me just check chat real quick. Okay. Uh, to predict chat, everything you do that either good at, let me do it. What? I don't know what this is.
Let's try and read that.
Oh, he's spamming his prediction thing. I see. Cranky Ivan. Hi. Hey, Ivan. I know it's you. We are talking about total weebs. Yes, well, are we weebs?
I mean, weebs can be, the definition of a weeb is quite loose, so yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're weebs. What's an oh, otaku? You
Otaku?
have to be Japanese, right? No.
Nope.
What's an otaku?
Well, it's literally just a term for, it's a Japanese term for people who like computer games, anime, comic, whatever, that kind of stuff. So what like we would call nerds or something, right?
Ah, I see. Well, yeah, I guess we're total weebs. You're
And
right.
then a weeb, came from the word weeaboo, obviously, and
What's
that
a
was from someone who
toaster?
just wanted.
Um,
What's a toaster?
Cranky
So
Ivan asked in chat. What's a toaster?
so you know the thing where you put cold stuff like milk and like meat and whatever. It's pretty big. It's around 2 meters tall. Some other
Yeah,
people call it a fridge, but that's actually a toaster.
yeah. It's actually called a toaster. I don't know why
Yeah.
people call it a fridge or a refrigerator. That's too many
Yeah.
syllables.
Yeah. So it's a toaster.
Yep. Um, Scappy Bappy, I'm Silver in Rocket League. I know you're not Silver, Ivan. I know you're not Silver, my good sir. You are actually a diamond slash plat. You don't even know me. That's false. Prove that you're not the person I'm thinking of. Follow me right now. Psych. I already checked. You are in my followers list.
Yeah.
You are the Ivan I'm thinking of. And you are cranky, probably because I muted you in my server for 24 hours. Which you kinda deserved, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Where you put in sus milk? The fuck is
What?
sus milk? He said milk. You put milk in a toaster.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes vegetables, if you want to keep them nice and fresh, fruit, you should.
Yeah,
Uh,
you should put your fruit in a toaster. You should
yep.
also put like your yogurt in a toaster.
100%. If you leave like dairy, cheese,
Yeah,
milk, yogurt,
yeah.
um,
If you leave that
bad
out of your
idea.
toaster, it's gonna go very bad.
Yeah, so 100% put like dairy in a toaster.
Cranky Ivan loves bacon. I wonder why.
Hmm, strange.
Very strange. I wonder who this person could be. This random person that I don't know.
True.
Yeah, you should put like your eggs in the toaster.
100%. Keeps
Yeah.
them nice and fresh. Lasts
Maybe
longer.
you should put your hot sauce in a toaster. I don't know. It's up to you.
I personally keep my, well, I live in England, so it's fine, but I keep my
It's very
sauces in a
cold there
cupboard.
anyway.
Yeah, I keep my sauces in a cupboard, it's fine. Except for ketchup. Ketchup I keep in the
Ketchup
toaster.
has to go in the toaster.
Yeah. But hot sauce I
My
keep.
family,
Yeah.
we keep our hot sauce, our soy sauce, our
Oh, soy sauce,
mustard,
no.
our
Keep soy
mayonnaise.
sauce out of the toaster, please.
Nah, soy sauce is in the toaster currently.
Oh, no, no, no. Soy sauce should not
I
be.
think it said on the packaging of that soy sauce we have that we need to refrigerate it. I'm not even gonna cap to you. I think it says that.
Why?
I'm so
Soy sauce
confused.
is
Toaster and
weird.
bacon. What are you guys talking about? Are you talking to me? Well, considering I read out some of your comments and then responded to them, I would assume that I'm talking to you when responding to your comments. No?
Nah, we're just talking to ourselves.
True. Yeah. I'm just talking to ourselves.
See, this is a just chatting stream without chatting to you guys.
Except I changed it to Rocket League.
Okay,
This
then
is
we're
a
clearly
Rocket
not
League.
talking.
This is a Rocket League stream, but we're just chatting,
Yep,
basically.
pretty much. Rocket League's just the background image.
Yeah. It's like in a YouTube video when somebody's doing a commentary video and they put gameplay behind it so you don't get bored. That's what this is,
Oh, yeah.
except live.
Isn't that what we always do when we play Rocket League now?
I,
We usually have a topic to talk about when we play Rocket League. Talk about
true.
that.
Subscribe to my YouTube. You'd have to send the link to your YouTube in order for me to subscribe, but you can't send it in Twitch, so like, sucks.
I mean, I say he can try.
But if you type exclamation mark Linktree in the chat, you will get a link to my Linktree where you can follow all of my socials. That includes Instagram, Twitter, where I will soon be cancelled, my main YouTube channel, this channel, and
We will also try to cancel.
you won't need to go to this channel because you're already on it. my Twitch VODs channel, which will be cool if you ever miss one of my streams, and my PayPal if you feel generous and want to donate muns.
Or you're a sub.
That, all that.
I don't think you'll have subs.
I definitely have a simp.
Whomst.
The name begins with J.
J.
No, it's not J Naps. You're wrong.
Ah, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not J Naps,
Is it, is
sadly.
it, is it Justin?
Close, but no cigar.
Ah,
Close,
sadness.
but no fag.
Yeah. Oh, you can't say that. You can get canceled.
Oh no! The
Oh
gay
no,
guy's
it's
gonna get cancelled. Bruh,
yeah,
I'm
it's
just
actually
owning the word. I've been called it so many times. Just owning it, it no longer affects me because I own the word. I actually own that word. You have to pay me to say it.
yeah. Technically, I can say it as well. I am British, and it is a word
Yeah,
that exists in our
the one
vocabulary.
you can't really say, which is more offensive for some reason, is bundle of sticks.
Ah, you bundle of sticks.
You're gonna get cancelled. Cancel
What are they
Twitch.
gonna cancel me on?
You
I'm
said
literally not
bundle
active
of
on the one
sticks.
social media I have.
You have 2 social media.
I do?
You have streamed on Twitch. You have 2.
Stream for people. Stream just so I can have a mod for the speedruns.
I mean, but there was that like one constant viewer you had.
I still have that guy, and I don't fucking know who he is. And I know he's definitely a person because there's been streams where he hasn't been there.
I think it's just Sponge. Have you got a
Nah,
Discord server? Why don't you check the link tree? Or you can check the commands list by typing !commands.
I can't be sponsored because I've streamed like during the day and stuff. And I've streamed games that he didn't want to watch.
He just streamed games that he didn't want. He's like, I'm a fan of this guy, but I've never talked to this chat, and he's playing a game that I don't want to watch, so I'm not going to watch it. Even though I never really do anything other than watch it.
Exactly.
Such a cool member
But
of chat.
by the way, I've beaten. I still need to do submit this to speedrun.com, but I've beaten the Green Day speedrun like twice now. So
Don't do the link tree, it's a trap. How's it a trap? It literally just has links to all my... Oh. That's how it's a trap, because it has links to all my social media, and once you go skeppy, you never go back. That's what they say.
yep.
Yep.
I wonder if the fact. See, I've called you Skepo like quite a lot of times on the server, but no one just does it. I'm sad.
Skeppo. Sponge calls me skimp, and I really don't know why.
That's weird. At least Skepo is like understandable, right?
Yeah, skimp is the name that, Skimpy, actually, is the name that, no wait, no, does Faye call
And
me
then
Skippy
Cynthia.
or Skimpy? I think she calls me Skimpy?
Skimpy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skimpy. The
Faye is the
amphibian.
one who is meant to call me Skimpy. Not you, Sponge.
Maybe he is just like.
My real name is Jennifer. Really, Ivan? Your real name is Jennifer, so is Ivan like your second name?
Right, if you were Jennifer, we have a bit of issues with you.
We do have a bit of issues with you. If you were Jennifer, you need to leave. We are, namist?
Yeah, we are nameless, namophobics.
Nemophobics.
Genophobic? Is
Jenna
genophobic a thing?
Jennifer-phobic. Let's make sure we're not saying anything actually offensive. Jennifer-phobic?
Genophobic, yeah. I was like, is genophobic actually a thing? I feel
I
like it
think
is.
Jenophobic sounds like a real thing. I know
Yeah,
xenophobic's a thing. I don't know about Jenophobic.
alright. Again, Twitter people, we're unaware of genophobic as a fucking thing.
Yeah. Who the
But
fuck
we
is
had,
Jennifer? You don't want
see,
to know.
that's the
You
question.
don't want to
Then
know.
you don't want it. And you shall not know.
What the hell did I just do? That was interesting. Kinda cool, I guess. That was an
The bower
interesting
of
flick.
Jennifer. Jennifer just added to the bower.
The bower of Jennifer. Wait, stop making fun of my name, that's rude. I told you, we are Jennifer-phobic.
Yeah, if your name's
We
Jennifer.
will make fun of your name constantly and every single stream that you are here if your name is Jennifer.
Yeah.
If I ever get famous, I am going to stick to that word. Every single Jennifer I see in my chat, I will make my chat make fun of them.
Yeah, people. I feel like people want to purposely change their name to Jennifer for that.
They're like, I want to be noticed by Skippy Bippy.
Yeah. 10 million followers, and we'll explain why we hate Jennifer.
10 million followers, 10 million followers on Twitch, and 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we'll
100,000.
explain
Oh, I got 100 million.
100, 100 million, and we'll explain why we hate Jennifer.
Yeah. No one's ever gonna
What's
know that.
bacon? Okay, this man said he loves bacon, and then said, "What's bacon?" You are contradicting yourself. Your lie is unraveling.
Oh, unraveling, edgy, edgy.
Oh, shit, too.
See, this is one of the times where a soundboard would be very appropriate.
Yes, the soundboard would be very nice. It's just, oh, edgy, edgy. Boop. Oh, she head down. She head down.
I have this soundboard, but I'm not gonna use it until I get a nice mic. Because the volume balancing is just shite.
Yeah, you need to find out how to fix that.
I can't until I just get a good mic.
Makes sense. It's time for Nana. Nana? Nana?
Yeah.
I don't. Nana. It's
Yeah.
time for
Nana.
Nana. It's time.
No.
Does he mean banana? Is he
Oh,
gonna eat a banana? It's time for Nana.
banana. Bro, we don't call it banana. Like, imagine someone just being like, can you possibly banana?
I am not ashamed to admit that when I was a child, like a baby, my mother called bananas nanas to me.
I mean, it's understandable, you're a child, but like, I'm talking about like a grown-ass adult.
What do you mean? What do you mean get better at pretending? Well, you asked what's bacon. You're pretending like you don't know what bacon is, even though a couple messages ago you said that you love bacon.
Exactly, it's a
So clearly you
contradiction.
do know what it is. Come on, sir, we're not that brain dead. Well, Toast is not that brain dead. I kinda am.
I don't know, man, if I'm not in school, I am.
Well, this is school. I am actually secretly your teacher. I am from your history class that you're in.
I don't do history.
I am
I
in your
haven't done
history
history
class.
since I was in
I
grade
am the
8.
teacher of your history class.
I haven't done history since I was in grade 8.
Oh no, you do history. You just haven't been showing up for class. That's why you're
Oh.
currently failing. That's why your GPA is so low.
Do you know what my grade percent average is?
I don't know what your grade percent average is.
It's 97.6%.
Jesus! Oh my
My
god.
percentage is history.
Bacon should be a wise man. You don't. You claim you don't know what bacon is. You claim you don't know who bacon is, but then you say bacon should be a wise man.
Should.
Should, not bacon is, or I think bacon is. Bacon sounds like. No, bacon should be a wise man.
Is
He
it like a
should be,
suggestion
but
to
he
him?
isn't. Bacon, you should be a wise man.
Yeah.
Toxic
And you have to be
chat. I'm going. Yeah, so toxic.
a toxic. We are spreading toxicity.
We are the most toxic chat on the planet. Hey everybody, come join us and be toxic if you are toxic, because we're so toxic.
Yes,
I
we are just.
literally have the Pokemon move Toxic as one of my IRL moves. If I poke you, you'll get pink eye. I definitely don't.
Makes
Never
sense.
mind. I'm gonna stop that joke.
Yeah. Stop that.
I'm gonna stop that joke right there.
Yeah. Well ended there, lads.
Hey Bacon. Wow. If I. I.
Uh,
Oh my, Cranky Ivan is actually an alt account for Bacon. Wow, he created a whole alt account. Because when I
that's
click,
crazy. A whole ass account.
Because when I clicked on the view profile, it actually went to Cranky Ivan, even though Hot Bacon is in chat. So that means it's a whole ass alt account. Or it was an actual posting, and we were just roasting the shit out of it.
Nah, it can't be a real person.
I really doubt that it's a real person. But you know, it's
Yeah.
funny to think about. They come into
Yeah,
chat
it
expecting it
was
to
just
be
like a
like
random.
wholesome or something, and they just get the shit roasted out of them for
Yeah,
no
like this is the
reason
first.
other than we think there's someone they're not.
So when they were asking who's bacon, they were genuinely like, "What the fuck's a bacon?"
Who the fuck is Bacon? Who names themselves Bacon? What was that pinch?
It was a pinch.
That was a powerful pinch. Got muted from Skep server for 1 day. Yep,
Yep.
yep, I know. I did it. Toaster is here too. Yeah,
Oh,
Toaster is here because he felt like joining.
yep.
My eyes hurt.
Homoshiro.
Did you know that I'm not gay? I'm just a bundle of sticks, a British cigarette, the corner of a square, not the side of a square, and also a
Call it the
hoe
square?
whose name is Mo, who is very sexual.
Understandable.
But
I
I'm
don't
not gay.
understand the point
Being
of a
gay is
square
gross.
though. Yeah.
Uh, straight. Straight is
Ah,
heterosexual, so bent is homosexual.
understandable. I mean,
I'm
technically,
just, I'm
corners of
just, I'm
squares are
just
not bent.
What?
Technically, corners of squares are not bent. So if you were to be a shape, you would be a circle.
That's curved.
Yeah, but like, see, a square, it depends on how many, like, what are the constituent parts of
If
it.
you're looking at the corner of a square, the corner specifically, in order for it to be a corner, there has to be two perpendicular lines, which means there is a bend that is the corner.
Yes, but at the same time, it's not a bend within the lines, but rather a bend within the pathing of the lines, and that's no
A
longer
bend
part
is
of the
still a
square. It's the
bend, no?
pathing. It's the pathing of a square.
A bend is still a bend, no?
Yeah, but like then it's not the corner of the square. You're not referring to the
People
corner of
will
the.
understand if I say the corner of a square. They won't understand if I say the pathing of a square corner.
But listen, I'm just being scientifically and mathematically accurate. So become a circle. Embrace your
But that's
circle.
curved. I mean, technically it still isn't straight.
It is bending. It is. It's bending. It
Technically it
is the
still isn't straight, so I
present tense.
could still use it.
Yeah, fair enough. But technically, everything is both bent and curved if you really want to
So,
go into
Scary
it.
Rabbit, you're saying Bacon is a fake person. Did I say that?
I don't know, man. I've heard a lot
I
of
don't.
things.
We said so many things. I can't remember what I said in my last sentence.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about. Something about squares.
Something about squares. Sponge, you know the someone person on TikTok? Everybody knows that guy.
You know that the someone person?
The someone person. If somebody's actually called the someone person on TikTok, I am going to cry.
Wait, you should change your channel name to that.
The someone. I'm
The
gonna
someone
change my
person.
YouTube name to
Yeah,
the someone
the
person on
someone person.
TikTok.
Wait, no, just change it to like the someone person so people can be like, hey, do you know the someone person?
Do you know the someone person on TikTok? No, I haven't seen the TikTok account. What do you mean TikTok account? You said the someone person on TikTok. Yeah, that's their YouTube name. What?
Crazy YouTube and be like the someone person on Twitch. And
There's
then
this
for your Twitch
person on
channel,
Twitch called Skeppy Beppy that's impersonating my voice. I am actually the someone person on TikTok.
cancel Skeppy, embrace the someone person on
Cancel
TikTok.
Skeppy, embrace the someone person.
Oh god.
I
I
don't
would
watch
hate
TikTok.
it.
Spunk, what's your real name? Jelly not here.
Wait,
I don't know what Spunk's real name is. Sponge's real name is Sponge. It's actually Sponge is actually French. For sponge.
yeah.
French, not German or Afrikaans, the languages that he semi-speaks. No, French.
Yeah, just French.
Just French. It's just French.
See, as a British person, I shouldn't like him.
Yep. As a British person, you shouldn't like many people,
Yeah,
including everyone that is not British.
exactly. But even then, I shouldn't like British people as
You shouldn't like British people either, you're right.
well. British people are just not happy with anything. You
Technically, if you
can't
don't like
please the British.
Americans, you don't like British people, and if you don't like Australians, you don't like British people.
I mean, honestly, Australia lost the war against a couple of birds, so that's just,
That's
yeah.
true. Did you know that the emu is part of this? Not the emu, the kiwi is part of the same family that the emu is part of, and it's
Yeah, I can
also
see that.
related to the ostrich. But nature said fuck you and made it tiny,
Yep, pretty much.
and it still can't fly, and it also has eggs the size of an ostrich egg.
Oh yeah,
Nature really said fuck you to the kiwi.
it did indeed. It did indeed. There's also a fruit that's called kiwi.
True. Most people probably know the fruit, but they don't know the animal, which is sad because the animal's kind of cute.
Yeah, until it has to give birth or lay eggs rather.
I say animal.
It's a
Bro,
bird.
I can't remember anything from school. Do birds count as animals?
Yes, the animals are everything technically.
Okay, because for some
Well, not
reason,
everything, but
my
like,
brain was like, hey, animals can only be mammals because animals are
no,
within mammal. And then I was like,
no,
wait, no,
it's
that
like,
can't be right.
no, it's like, it's animals, but then like the divisions within that are mammal, fish, birds, amphibians, reptiles,
So just
stuff like that.
basically everything. Not everything, but basically
No,
everything.
yeah. There was some type of organism that's like people might call an animal that isn't actually. I don't know what it is though. I forgot.
What the fuck is the... I don't know what it's called. It's like extremely small. You can only see it under a microscope. It's the something bear. Water bear? I think it's called a water bear?
I don't know, bro. You're asking someone who doesn't do biology.
Well, there's...
And you haven't
I think
done
it's called
biology part.
the water bear. Bro, everybody thinks the water bear is so cool because it can survive in space and it can survive nuclear war or whatever. But the things that actively try to kill it, it cannot survive.
Yeah,
If you can't tell, I've been watching a bunch of facts about animals and stuff videos.
interesting. I thought you just became smart.
Nah.
I don't know, bro. I haven't
Uh,
done biology since year 11, so it's been a while. Been 2 years.
he accepted my follow request. He has like 6 mil follower. We bonjour, bonjour out, bonjour,
Jout? What is that? A mixture between
bon,
French and German?
bonjour.
One
just,
jout.
just you're half French, half German, and when you're trying to speak French to your French relatives, the German just comes out of you. Bonjour.
Yeah.
Oui, nine.
Did you just say yes, yes, no?
I just said yes, no. Because you know, as a German, you gotta disagree with everything, otherwise you don't sound cool.
Yeah.
You can't
We
say
don't disagree
you
with
can't
lots
say
of
yeah, bro. You sound like a pussy.
Yeah. You have to disagree with everything. That's when you become cool.
Yep. Um.
Like,
Okay. Anyway,
disagree.
bonjour. Je t'aime. Fuck. How do you say that? I haven't done French in a while. Je t'aime. I think it's t'aime. Je t'aime.
Right.
Je
Well,
t'aime skep. I don't know what that means, but I think I have an idea of what that means. And please don't say that.
my
We ain't cool like
my
that.
girlfriend is kind of fluent in French, so I should know this, but I don't.
You don't listen to women.
We don't do that.
We don't do that here. What? You listen. What, are you not a Sigma male?
Not a sigma male and ignore the other like the other sexuality, bro. That's kind of
The other sexuality.
sexuality, gender. I don't know. Sex. There we
The
go.
other
That's what I was
sex.
thinking.
The other sex.
Fuck. Okay. See, this is the problem with these terms. It's just too much for my brain. I'm stupid.
Bro,
Wow. I hit a
sex
single
has
shot. I hit a
always been
single
a
shot. How did I hit
thing.
a? How did I hit a single shot? Oh, okay.
Bro,
They changed the definition of gender.
people
That's
are gonna be
insane.
so pissed when they look at like all of my old, what are they called? It's not
Fuck.
IEB. Fuck, what is ACAS? I think it's ACAS. All my ACAS exams, something like that. I don't fucking know. It's some
Okay.
random group of letters, and it's more important than it's like more impressive if you get a good mark on those than actual exams, something like that. They're gonna be pissed when they see all of those tests and it says gender slash sex,
Wow.
and the options are male and female.
See, now they're being considered and saying other because they couldn't be asked saying every other thing.
Yeah, male, female. What
Other.
I not gonna lie, I kind of blanked there. Male, female. Does gender fluid count?
I don't know.
Non-binary. How many others are there?
I don't fucking know. If I was a person writing a form, I would literally just say, uh,
I'd say, are you human?
"Are you human?
Are you
If
a
no,
human? If
if
no,
no,
what?
how? Yeah,
How?
if
Please
no, what?
explain.
Elaborate, please."
Once again,
Hello.
Twitter, we are making jokes. I fully support everybody who is neither male or female, or has transitioned from one to the other. I have friends who are like that. I fully support it. I'm just making jokes because it's
Yeah,
fucking hilarious, and if you deny that, you have a broken sense of humor.
yeah, exactly.
If
Now,
you
if
don't
you
laugh
don't
at
want to
somebody on
identify
a...
as human,
huh?
if you want to support someone who identifies as something that's not human, that's just weird.
If you want to identify someone who... Yeah, if you identify someone, if you want to support someone...
Identify someone, you just like go up to people and be like, "This is your identity.
This is
You
your
will be."
identity. It's not your choice. You have to become
Yeah,
this. It's your
you have to
destiny.
become lobster. Yeah, it's your destiny to become a fucking lobster.
Skep. Je vais t'être putain. I don't know how to speak French. We live in a simulation. Why did you tell him? Oops, now what? Now you go funk and Soul Eater. Soul Eater? I thought
Oh
you
yeah?
didn't watch anime. Why is
Yeah.
your auto suggesting doing that? I just found out my phone has a magnifying glass.
Huh?
You mean
You
zoom
mean a zoom
function?
feature? You mean zoom?
You mean
Where you can
zoom?
zoom in? Is this magnifying glass you speak of when when you open the camera and you can zoom in?
You keep saying zegs. No, I'm saying sex. You know, as in male, female. Do the others count as sexes? I don't.
I don't fucking know, man.
What
If I was
counts
filling
as
out
a
a form, I'd
sex? Because if male and female are genders and everything else is a gender, what is a sex?
Oh yeah, I was talking about Sanji with this because she doesn't understand it either, but she tried her best to explain it to me because she doesn't want me to actually talk to people of the community because she knows my content scares them and they will go into self-defense mode. So yeah. So she tried to explain it to me, and she said that like your sex is what you physically are, but then your gender is like kind of like what you like feel you are, which still doesn't really make sense to
So
me.
sex
That's,
is biological, gender is feel.
yeah, so it's like this is the way she
If you were
described it. She
born
asked,
biologically a male, your sex would be male, but your gender can be whatever you feel like.
yeah, because
I
like,
don't know the options.
yeah, she explained it to me like this. She was like, if you were born as a female, like I'm trying to imagine yourself born as a female, would you feel uncomfortable? And I was like, not really, because it's what I was born as. So then she says that apparently that's genderless because you just don't care. And I feel like that's the best option because like, why would you care? There is no difference, to be honest.
The
Um,
difference is with one, biologically, you are born with something that protrudes from your body, and sometimes it randomly gets hard and makes it awkward when you're trying to do a
yeah,
presentation in class. With the other, once you hit puberty, you will be in suffering for the rest of your life.
Well, until you're
Good
40 or
luck.
something. Until you're 40, you have sex.
Yeah. A
So,
sex is a thing on which two people love each other very much and want to make a family. No, that is the act of sex. JK, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
technically, it's sexual
No, it's
reproduction.
not Zoom. It's a Samsung widget. It literally shows sweat on your hand, which you can't see. No, so it's zooming. It is
Yeah,
a
it's
zoom
zoomed.
function. You know what a magnifying glass is? It's a piece of glass.
That magnifies or
Yes,
zooms.
it zooms. But like
Yeah.
a magnifying glass is a specific thing. If it's a magnifying glass function, then it's just zoom.
Yeah.
Can't magnifying glasses like zoom in, and if you turn them around, they zoom out?
Yeah, it depends. Well, no, not everything. It depends on what type of lens you're using and
True.
uh,
Uh, I only remember, I only remember names. Concave, and
convex
that's it.
and
Convex, that's what it is. Convex and
yeah,
concave.
those are the only two
I
lenses
can't
I think
remember
I need.
which is which. One of them has a dumpy on both sides, and the other is an hourglass,
Yeah,
basically.
I forgot which ones I was
So
because
did
it's
I.
been a while.
Yeah. Skeppy water bears are actually called tardigrades. I have heard that name before, and you know, you are correct, I think. I'm pretty sure. You might have Googled it. You probably did Google it. Oh, smooth.
Also, I just like to mention this so
Either
people
Bacon
don't
is
actually get
acting or
you.
he's just stupid, Lamont.
Yeah. Also, I like to mention this so people don't cancel you for my actions. Uh, Earlier, that's me, solely me, not understanding shit. Leave Skippy out of this. I don't think he understands shit either, but he's less open about his opinion.
I'm less open about my opinion. No, I am not. It's not that I'm less open about my opinion. It's just that I don't normally say stuff without being asked about it, you know? Like, I'm a completely open book if you ask me, but if I don't know what the hell you're talking about, how am I supposed to have an answer?
Exactly. See, I just say shit because I can. So
If I'm confused about something, I will ask. Like, you
yeah.
can't cancel me for asking questions. Like,
Exactly.
I want to learn?
See, that's the problem I have, and it's a problem I've faced, and I feel like it will be a while until the problem stops. Is that I try to ask people from the rainbow community, right? Again, that's a joke. Twitter,
I
if you
mean,
like,
people have started saying that, like, the gay pride flag. Well, actually, it is. The rainbow flag is literally just pride flag. It's not gay pride flag. That's just its symbol of the LGBT as a whole. So technically, they are the rainbow people, but they will never
like,
be the rainbow nation because that is us South Africans. Don't know why we're called the
yeah,
rainbow nation. We are neither red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, nor violet.
yep. I think it's just because you're a shit ton of colors.
We are. Well, actually, we are red. You know, we are red.
Yeah, I mean, there are some reds.
We have red. We have white. We have brown. We have a light caramel brown, and we have a dark chocolate brown, and then we have a milk chocolate brown. All very nice.
Yeah,
And then we have, you know, people call Asians yellow, but like I've never really seen an
yeah,
Asian with
no,
like
I
yellow
really a
skin. I
lot.
don't understand why they're called yellow.
I don't know.
Like
Even like,
I've had Asians, Eastern Asian specifically, like
yeah,
Chinese and South Korean in my class. Oh, I've also had a Japanese guy in my class, and like some of them have been paler than me.
yeah.
They're like
I
white, and
know.
I'm like, so why are these people called yellow? And then also, why are Asians called yellow when India is part
Exactly.
of Asia?
And literally a lot of I mean, Western Asia is not white.
Yeah.
Some look white, like in Turkey, some do look white, but again, places like India, it's literally just
Where
where
they are
you
considered Indian and not Asian, because India's not a
for
part of
some
Asia.
reason, because
I don't
India is its
suggest we
own
talk
continent
about
now.
this on stream, guys. Why not? We're not saying anything
Well,
controversial.
yeah, and we know for a fact that people can't cancel us because why?
Why would you cancel us for asking questions? And these are good questions. If you don't think this is a good question, then you don't know what a good question is. Like, genuinely, why are Asians called, like, why are they described as yellow skin? I've never
And
seen a single person with yellow skin except
yeah,
for those with, I think it's called some type of jaundice, I think?
yeah, it's but that's like a birth thing,
Yeah, that's
and
a birth thing.
that's
Only
not
babies can be like
selectively,
that.
and
And
also
they
that's
don't
not
go like
selectively
bright
Eastern
yellow.
Asian. Yeah, and also that's not Eastern Asian only. I've seen white
Yeah,
people have that, and Indian, like
yeah,
Western people.
it's just baby.
Yeah,
Babies are the yellow people.
babies. Maybe they're just calling Eastern Asian children
Uh,
because they don't have as much wrinkles as white people, so they're jealous.
Toaster, where's your family in India? His family is not in India.
Family's not India. I have South Africa. Like
He
fuck, I
is
don't know
he
who. What?
Toaster is South African Indian. I don't know if your parents were born in India, but they might be South African Indian as well.
I think
But
it's
somewhere there they came from India.
yeah, I think it's great grandparents. That's
Great
where it's,
parents. Yeah,
and then the rest
some.
are.
But South
But then
African Indian is still Indian,
there
with
is a
in the
mystery
name.
though. So there are two mysterious parts of me that I'm not too sure. It's my
Yeah.
grandfather from my mom's side and my actual father. There's a bit of research.
Yeah. Did you just
Uh,
die? Oh no, you just cut out for a long
oh,
second.
oh, this could be like that.
Yeah.
Also, onto the thing about
This,
the
I don't
question.
suggest we talk about this on stream, guys. When I was referring to something earlier, not the Asian thing. You mean the gender sex stuff?
I don't see what that cancel us about, and I also have
Yeah,
a point
we
on.
were genuinely trying. That was us trying to figure out what gender was and what sex was, because
Yeah,
I don't know, man. And if I'm gonna survive in the current world, I need to know.
and I'd like to just bring up a point about that is that I've asked multiple people about this stuff, and there are people who like to, talk quite loudly about who they are and what they pride themselves on, which is fine.
It's fine.
Don't
It's
be annoyed.
fine. I
So
mean,
the thing is,
it is
the
fine
thing is
to
this,
be loud
the thing
about it, but like if you're obnoxious, I don't think anybody would like you.
is,
That's why you're described as obnoxious.
yeah, and I'd just like to add to it, not really the same point, but it's linked, is that people who are loud about it, you present yourself
Present
community,
yourself as
so which means you
hostile,
have to
not
be
fun
able
place
to
to be.
answer questions about like curious people.
Yeah.
If curious
Okay.
people are like, they want to know, and you are loud about it, you're a representative.
Yeah.
So,
The loud
I
ones are
have
the
personal
representatives,
experiences,
even if sometimes they shouldn't be.
and personal experiences of this is I've asked people this kind of stuff. Like, for example, I was really curious about the gender sex difference, and whenever I ask people about it, and they can't explain it because they don't actually understand it themselves, instead of self-reflection, they blame me for being some type of phobic. And I've never really understood that because it was me asking a question.
Yeah,
Like one of
that's the problem. Like if you don't respect like people's gender and sex, then like you're gonna get cancelled or whatever. People aren't gonna like you. You're not gonna survive in this world. But like if you don't know what the difference is, if you ask, you're still gonna get cancelled and you're not gonna
yeah,
survive.
because people can't support something blindly. That's not a thing. People
Yeah.
don't support it. And I'd just like to mention that it's really, really counterintuitive to be toxic to people who don't understand you because you
Yeah,
want to fit, like, the whole point of
presenting your
you,
community as toxic and hostile, and people don't want to be part of a community like that.
that's what causes a lot of newer generation people to dislike the community. Because, like, there's people in my
Yeah,
school who don't dislike, because before it was disliking the community because, like, it's a sin, right? That's what they thought.
yeah.
Now, a lot of people dislike the community because of the
Of
toxicity
yeah, the
that's associated.
toxicity, how obnoxious they are, how they try to force everything onto you.
Like I know genuine nice people. Like I'm talking genuinely nice. They would help anyone,
You are
but they still,
talking to one.
yeah, they they still dislike the LGBT community because of the association with
Yeah,
toxicity it has.
yeah. I know
So
many members who are pro LGBT or part of the LGBT, but they they don't really want to support the LGBT because of how obnoxious it can be, but they do want to support the LGBT because, you know, people deserve to be how they be. You know?
Yeah, and again, it's fine to be like that, but just I'd also like to make a point that this is to the LGBT community is that you're not special, you're human, you're not different, which is pretty much what the
Yeah,
purpose
everybody's
originally
human.
was, right? To be seen as normal.
Yes.
That's what people see you as now, normal. But if you go out and act, and again, this is not everyone. This is like what,
Yeah.
2% of the community or something?
You see, the problem is it's like the minority that is like this, the
Yeah,
minority of the LGBT. But the thing is, they're the
they're
loudest,
loud.
so they're the ones that are seen. So that
Yeah.
makes it seem like the entire community is like that.
So I don't know, just like put a leash on them or something, please, because I know that the LGBT community is chilled mainly because you, Skeppy, are
Yeah.
part of it and you're chilled, and my
Your
girlfriend is
girlfriend is
part of
also
it
a
and
part of
she's
it,
chilled.
yeah. She's also
And I have
chill.
other friends who are part of it. So I know that's why they're chilled. But if I were to look at this without knowing you guys, I would have definitely associated you
Yeah,
because
you
of
would
what
have
I've seen on you.
associated us with the toxic people that you've seen getting all the attention, and you'd be like, well, I don't want to be friends with these guys if they're like that.
Yeah, and that's like a real world problem.
You wouldn't even try to become friends with them because you just assume that they are like the toxic ones, and that
Yeah.
is a real problem.
So I don't know. I don't know how many people will see this, but if it does ever blow up, it's a genuine point.
I mean,
And if you
if
try
I
to
do
cancel
ever
us,
blow up, there will be people who like go all the way back in my VODs to see like my first ever original content. But let's be honest, if the situation doesn't change, even if I get popular, I am gonna bring this up again probably in a stream. Because you see, the thing is, I like talking about stuff like this. I like getting people to think. I like talking about stuff that makes you think. I like just
but you have to
looking.
be respectful about it. If you're not respectful about it, then there's no point.
Huh?
And I'm just saying, like, this is like to the future people watching it. Or when you bring it up again, just be aware that some people are not very respectful about it, and the people who are not respectful about it, you shouldn't really include them in conversations. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. I just. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. The whole social meta is just like kind of all over the place. But people don't really know how to behave themselves.
Yeah. I don't. I don't get current things.
So it's a lot of problems. There's like actual political problems, and then this stuff, which is social meta, and then other stuff. There's just way too many
Uh.
problems. People just need to learn to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
And this is coming from me,
This
who's not
is.
chilled.
This is something I'm not gonna like go in depth about, but it's just like kinda related to what we're talking about. Hey, so everybody knows very popular Minecraft YouTuber Tommy Innit. He 17-year-old guy. Uh, so I know he's like people have tried to cancel him multiple times, and I know that one of the times because my sister is a hardcore MCYT fan. One of the times he was cancelled, and then also because of watching YouTube videos on it because they popped up in my recommended. One of the times he got cancelled because he was asking questions, trying to learn about specific things in the LGBT, and then they just cancelled him for being like anti-LGBT or whatever.
Yeah, see, it's the thing that's like people, unless you're part of the community, I feel like people don't actually want to talk.
Now
That perspective.
don't take what I say as like concrete. This did happen. I'm pretty sure it happened, but like I don't know all the details because I don't watch MCYT. If you
I
don't know
mean, it's
what
also something
MCYT is,
people.
it means Minecraft YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it does sound like something Twitter would do. Like,
It does
just
sound like something Twitter would do.
you have an
The thing
opinion,
is, a lot
not a
of
opinion.
people who are cancelled on Twitter are not people who should be cancelled.
Exactly. And people who
Like
should be cancelled don't end up getting cancelled.
people do something that doesn't really affect anybody. It's a really minuscule thing. They basically did nothing wrong, and they get cancelled. But then there's somebody who's like a massive raging homophobic, and Twitter's like, this is fine.
Yeah, and it's the whole thing about, I think this also has to do with what corporations want to associate with, and I'm not going to explain whether, or I'm not going to elaborate on whether or not any of the things I'm about to mention are real or not, or whether or not I agree with them, because I don't want to give my opinion on it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it has to do with people wanting to protect stuff. So if someone on Twitter were to be like anti-men or blackwashing or extreme feminism, what something along those lines. I'm not giving my opinion on anything I just said. I but Twitter wants to protect that because of the communities that I just said were at one point in history or currently a minority. And Twitter is like, or people around Twitter and associate like corporates, companies, and just people in general, so like society and stuff, they don't want to seem like they're against that, which is why they protect that, even though it's inherently wrong. So yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. I am now gonna read chat.
We
Okay, I'm not gonna read all of chat. I'm just gonna. Oh, this one, what the hell? And skim get this man a physiologist. Why
Oh,
does
it's a
Bacon
string
need a
thing.
physiologist? I see some deleted messages, and since they are deleted, I don't want to look at them.
Oh, it's sexual content.
Uh, why would he need a physiologist? Is a physiologist a thing? Do you mean
Physiology.
psychologist? I don't know.
Because a physio is like that. I, mean, I think he's talking about going like a physio, and then,
Uh,
but I don't think they call physiologist.
I don't think they call physiologists either. I am not sure. Physical therapist, maybe? Most of the teens watch. You're not wrong. You
But
didn't have to say it though.
yeah,
Most of the teens watch fake segs. Why do you have to say that, first of all? And secondly, it's not fake? It's
yeah.
real.
w-
The
I don't know,
storylines or plots or whatever are fake,
but
but
the
the actual
act.
action, that's 100% real.
Yeah, man. And what does that? Yeah, we were talking about
It
question
has
mark.
nothing. They were having their own conversation, I think. Anyway, some
Oh yeah. Anyway,
LGBT people are oversensitive. I do agree with that. But
yeah.
then you
But
also have to realize that some LGBT people are sensitive for a reason, like
yeah,
bullying, homophobia, transphobia, their family being like that, so they're unable to come out, and that affects them mentally. So it makes sense that they're sensitive. But there are just some that are.
yeah.
Uh,
And I get like why they would be saying don't be toxic to people who are curious because that's
yeah,
causing it's a cycle
yeah, it
and you
is
want
a
to break.
cycle. If you're gonna, okay, this is how it works. People are curious; they want to learn more. You are toxic to them because you don't know the answers. Then they start to hate the. They start to. Well, I'm not gonna say hate. They start to dislike
It's
your
like,
community. So then you start disliking them, and you start becoming more toxic, which means they inform others of how you are being, and then more people start to dislike, and then more people start to dislike, and it's just a cycle of disliking that turns into hating, that turns into a fight that really shouldn't be necessary.
yeah, we can apply this to a really not personal first yeah you know what I mean thing which is
Controversial. Controversial.
yeah let's thank you we'll do it to like the power scaling community in anime, specifically Dragon Ball fans.
Dragon Ball fans.
Dragon Ball is a great anime.
It
It's a
is.
fucking great anime. But
Yeah.
then you get people who go into fandoms and communities that have nothing to do with power scaling, but just because it's a shonen character, for example,
One Punch Man.
uh, yeah, One Punch Man. Okay, that I can understand because they're both the most powerful characters in their respective universe, and it's if it's a power scaling community from them and a power scaling community from Dragon Ball, and they mutually have a debate, that's fine. They're doing their own thing. Let them be. Because it is a nice thing to do. I was once in the power scaling community, and it's fun. What's not fun is what I'm about to mention is people who, if you want to go on Instagram and like look at posts about I don't know Jujutsu Kaisen, right? And then some guys like, oh,
But can they be Goku?
okay, cool, but can it be Goku though? That
Can it be?
that
Can
meme
can can
is
it
an
be Goku?
actual thing, and it's causing people to hate Dragon Ball because of these people. They're representing the community in a bad way because
Hold on,
that's just not what it.
I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. Um, Sponge, I gave you mod for a reason. Moderate.
Yeah,
Time out if you have to. You have mod for a reason. Moderate the chat. You are in it.
exactly. But I think it's safe to go back to what I was saying is that
Yes, go ahead.
yeah, it's again Goku is not a bad character. He's not written as a story of Dragon Ball. It's simply a show about strong people fighting. It's just a
Strong
relaxing show.
people screaming, fighting, and their hair changes color. Or body.
Yeah, it's honestly just a pretty innocent show in itself. Like
Yeah.
it's not bad. It doesn't deal with any controversies. Why can't I speak? It doesn't deal with like any kind of political problem
Yeah.
really. It's just a show, right? And that's what the mangaka intended it to be. But then you get people who are like, ah, yes, now we will other characters, other mangas that aren't related to the fucking thing, and cause like a whole scene about it. And
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing, you know? With
Literally any character in... It doesn't even have to be shonen. Any character in any anime, as long as they fight and are semi-strong in their universe, people will be like, well, but can they beat this character? Most of the time, it is Goku.
yeah, because okay, I'm gonna say something. Is that Goku is obviously one of the strongest. I'm not gonna say he's the.
I don't think
It's not,
he's the strongest
yeah,
as of
because I think
currently.
he's not even the strongest in his own universe. So yeah,
Yeah.
um, we he's and if we're talking about protagonists, then again, we a lot of people don't actually know a lot of shonen shows that are coming out because they focus on the big ones. They
Yeah, they
don't know a
focus on the
lot
big
of
one.
like, smaller shonen shows that are coming out that are really great and people should watch them. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say he's one of the strongest characters in shonen, not in anime because animes have characters who can just destroy universes for no reason.
Yeah, and I'm
Um,
just gonna quickly bring up the whole debate who's stronger, Goku or Saitama, and I'm gonna say, you can't tell who's stronger because Saitama has not shown his full power. You can't power scale people if one hasn't shown their true power.
Saitama doesn't have a full power because of the way he's written.
Yeah,
He always wins.
he always wins in one punch. That's the whole point of his thing.
And when he doesn't, it's obviously like, whoa, this character is really fucking. But at the end of the day, he still wins easily.
Yeah,
If it's
he
not a
just
single
uses
punch, he
a
still wins.
serious punch, and then he wins. He's
Like I've
not
been
written
reading,
to actually show his true power.
the reason why One Punch Man is such a great manga and people like don't want to read it, despite it being honestly, in my opinion, one of the best recent mangas, is because people think, oh, it's just a story about Saitama going around and beating people up.
Yeah,
It's
people
not the
think
case.
that
In fact, in a
Saitama's
lot of
a gag character.
yeah, he's a gag character, and he's not even he's the protagonist, right? He's the fucking thing. It's like One Punch Man. It's about him.
Yeah,
But that's not what the story's about, believe it or not.
it's
The
actually
story,
pretty.
like,
It gets into pretty serious
like,
territory.
I think One Punch Man has some of the best character design and character stories in anime, like just in anime in general. Like, it's just fucking great. Uh, and that's why in a lot of fights, Saitama's not in the fight. In fact, he's nowhere near the fight. He's it's a fight like I'm not gonna say something that's a spoiler,
Hmm.
but like say we have a certain villain, right? He's
Yeah.
heckin' strong,
Yep.
and then the hero peoples they're trying to fight him, and they put on a really fucking like great fight, and a lot of drama, a lot of suspense, a lot of whatever, right? And they beat him, and then that's kind of like what One Punch Man's about. It's the side character. That's the
Yeah.
focus and the view of it. Because the side characters have enough plot to be the main character, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I was just there.
Mm. What was
So
our original point of this? Oh yeah, hate breeds hate.
yeah. And I linked it to Shonen because you honestly can't cancel Shonen stuff.
Yeah,
It's
you can't cancel Shonen stuff. If Shonen
yeah.
starts getting cancelled, I'm. Can we move to a different planet, please?
Yeah, no, I mean
Can we
people are
hurry up
trying to
with the whole
cancel
Mars thing?
yeah. People are trying to cancel but for different reasons, like My Hero and whatever.
Oh well, that kinda makes sense.
Some do, some don't. Like for example, people are going off about like completely redundant points. So I don't know. It, I feel like My Hero is closer to the original point that we were trying to make, so I won't really bring that up. Because like I think a lot of problems with My Hero is linked to what we were talking about originally.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. Also, I just like to mention after watching My Hero, but being a hater of My Hero, don't watch the show to see the ships and whatever. Because honestly, half the ships that, in fact, most of the ships you see online, they're clearly not there in the
Yeah,
show.
I
Like,
do not. Okay, so I know the ships, but when I'm actually watching, I do not pay attention and don't care about the ships.
yeah, and honestly, I don't see the ships half the.
Yeah.
I've
The only
I've caught
ship
up
that you
with.
really see, like out of all the ships that I have seen, the only ship you really see is Deku Rocket or whatever they call it.
Yeah, and again, that's just because that's what the writer intended.
Yeah,
It's his intent.
that is his intention.
And yeah, I mean, it's just people forcing their headcanons onto stuff, and that's
Yeah.
just don't
I'm
that.
pretty sure people like there are some people quote unquote hardcore fans who literally harass the creators of stuff to make them make a story change.
Did you know that fans of Tokyo Ghoul sent death threats to the mangaka because Kaneki and Hide did not end up together? Like he received death threats and like suffered quite a bit mentally, I think. This
Yeah,
is from a report
that I
that has
don't
been verified.
understand because like okay, I haven't read the manga, but I've watched Tokyo Ghoul. I watched Tokyo Ghoul Route A, which was weird with how they did some things, but then I watched Tokyo Ghoul Re and Re Season 2, which was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Well,
Um,
notice how that
and I
has like
don't understand why people would put Kaneki and Hide together. They're best friends.
it has. This is, I think,
They're
linked to something
like
we said as a
yes,
joke.
just hold on. Best friends they can date. Obviously, it's actually good if you are friends with your partner. But what I'm trying to say is like it's more of a bromance than a
Yeah,
romance.
but even then, it's like it's a different. Like if it's bromance is quite a loose term because like Kirishima and Bakugo, they have a bromance,
They have a
but it's not
bromance.
romantic at all.
Yeah,
So,
it's just
and
two
Kaneki,
bros, two guys being dudes.
yeah, and that's similar to what like Hide and Kaneki have. They have a supporting
Yeah.
kind of relationship. Relationship not being romantic, just relationship. Um,
When you
and
think
like
about it, Kaneki really doesn't interact with Hide that much.
he doesn't, and that's the thing is that people see Kaneki and it's like, oh, he's so precious, and then see Hide and be like, oh, he's so precious, and then they're like, oh, they're best friends. Okay, cool. We must ship them. Like they
Yeah.
have to be. They have to be shipped
He
because he's a god.
interacts and
He's a
has
god.
like more of a I'm not gonna say I don't know what the right term is, so I'm just gonna say loosely flirty-ish relationship, more of a romantic relationship building with Toka throughout the entire series, but he barely interacts with Hide, even though the entire time we find out like Hide's kind of looking out for Kaneki, which is nice, but that's just what
No, but
friends do.
I think like this is gonna be quite a dick thing to say, but it's true. Is that people who do these kind of ships don't fucking know what a real relationship is. Like I don't
Yeah.
think that they have been a successful one, and that's just because you have expectations from anime. Please don't base life expectations on anime. Anime is fiction.
Mm.
Life doesn't work out like anime. And if it does, I feel sorry for you because anime is quite dramatic. And to live
Yeah,
life
it
with
is
that much
very
drama is
dramatic.
painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like sometimes there has always been at least one point in your life where you've seen an anime and you're like, I want that. But
Of
then you
course.
think about how it would be in real life and you're like, actually, I don't know if I want to go through that.
Of course, like, for example, holy fuck, what did I just do? Okay, never mind. I'll finish my point before I.
Also, just gotta say, bye Sponge. I don't know if you're still in chat, but bye Sponge. I saw that you said you were heading off. You gotta wake up early tomorrow. Understand? We'll see you.
Yeah, right. Also, my mind just put on a blank. What was the point we just mentioned? Because
Oh,
I had a good point.
I said, at some point in your life you've been like,
Oh,
you've
right,
seen
right, right,
anime
right.
and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that like some people they see this may be a trigger warning to some people. They see like yandere characters, right? And they think, oh, that would be nice. But then, trust me,
yeah.
you don't want to have a stalker.
You
And
really don't. You mm,
yeah, it's not
you think it's
like
all nice and cool having somebody love
you
you
think
that
it's
much until they fucking murder somebody.
yeah,
Or you.
or you
They can
yeah,
murder you. That's how
or
yanderes work. They are so obsessed with you. I'm not even gonna call it love. People think it's like
it's not love.
so in love that they're so obsessed with you. No, that's not love. That
It's
is
an
not love.
obsession.
That is just
Yeah,
obsession. That is
yeah.
obsession.
And
It's like, oh,
it's like
I want to have somebody that's that obsessed with me. But it's like, no, no, you don't, because they're actually like crazy. They're like psychopathic. They will murder anyone who gets close to you just so they can be closer. And if you ever get into another relationship, they might not kill the people. They might not kill you, but they will do everything in their power to ruin that relationship and or make it hell.
keep in mind these people have genuine mental issues,
Yeah.
and they are willing to do shit. So yeah, just be careful of that.
Yeah.
So people who say that, oh yeah, but nah, I trust me, I do. He's having a girl, huh, so nice. Yeah, no,
You
no.
know.
Just get into a normal, real relationship with a real person for once, just once in your life,
Just once.
and trust me, you will not want that kind of stuff because you'll realize maybe that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I am completely fine with people like having a yandere as their waifu, but if you
That's
are
even
so
good.
obsessed that you want it in real life, you don't. Trust me, you don't. Unless you're
Yeah, I
like
mean,
a murderer as well, you know. Hey, you do you. Except don't do you. Don't kill people.
don't do you go to
Don't
jail, please.
go to jail or go to like a psychological hospital, mental hospital, asylum. Get help?
Yeah,
Question mark?
get, yeah, get help, please? Question mark.
Please. I'm asking
But
nicely.
yeah, yeah. And also on a less serious thing, it's just people's like expectations of anime because they see anime girls and they're like, oh wow, I wish I could
Yeah.
have love flick like this.
Another one you wouldn't want that isn't as get help is tsundere. You don't want a tsundere.
Yeah,
If
dude,
a
such
girl is
people,
mean to you and a constant dick to you and makes fun of you, they don't like you. They're not
yeah,
secretly into you. They just don't like you.
they just genuinely fucking hate you for whatever reason. Probably because they think that they like you, which is,
Yeah.
you know, don't.
Yeah. And why would you even think that somebody who's making fun of you and bullying you likes you? Why would you think that?
Because anime, they see these plots and they're like, ah, maybe this could happen to me. Like for example, people who watch Bunny Girl Senpai, right? We all know that show. You know that show,
I know the show. I haven't watched it.
right? But the point is that it's a romance show, obviously.
Yeah.
And people watch the show and think, ah, yes, I can have this, I can adopt this personality and adopt this like thing, and good stuff will happen to me. But guess what? That's not how it works in real world. If
No,
you
no,
adopt the
no.
personality of the protagonist in Bunny Girl Senpai, firstly, people will think you're being edgy. And then secondly, you won't meet a girl in a fucking bunny suit,
Yeah, I
like,
think it's highly unlikely you'll meet a girl in a bunny suit. Not gonna
where
lie.
she will specifically like you and not every other guy. So, if you meet a girl in a bunny suit in the
If
library,
you meet a girl in a bunny
try
suit
to get
in
out
a
of there.
library, I would probably stay away from her.
Yeah, I'd probably stay away because they're probably
She
filming
either
some kind
has mental
of.
problems or she is doing
Uh,
a business transaction.
yeah, or she is creating type of entertainment that you might not want to be associated with.
All that,
So,
yeah, all that.
yeah. Um, be wary if you meet a girl in a.
Yeah.
And also, another thing is these fucking like I've seen some people who talk about their dream interactions with a female, and I just find it fucking funny. Like a lot of the shit is on
My
Reddit, and it's not
dream
surprising that it's on
interaction.
Reddit.
I go to
Yeah,
school one day, I forget my underwear at home, I'm really embarrassed, but nobody can see, but I'm still embarrassed. And then, while I'm embarrassed, I'm in my head, so I don't focus on what I'm doing. I bump into a girl, she drops her books. I apologize, I reached out to grab her books, her hand brushes mine for half a millisecond, and all of a sudden I know she's in love with me and I'm in love with her.
yeah, that's literally some of the shit I've seen on Reddit. Again,
And then
not
we get
surprised that this is
married
on
2
Reddit.
days later, even though we are 12 years old.
Yeah, and let me just tell you about the story that I've read that was just fucking amazing. It's honestly funny, and it will bring
I'm
lightheartedness
gonna.
back to the conversation.
I like having this conversation, so I am going to change the stream to a just chatting because I'm no longer really playing Rocket League.
Yeah, I'm just playing it whilst we're talking because, stuff to
Yeah,
do.
fidgeting helps me focus.
Yeah. So tell me when you change it to just chatting and I'll tell you the story that I've read. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, just chatting, just chilling and talking. Also, I see in chat Bacon said goodbye, but I'm assuming that was a while ago, so he might not still be in chat. So goodbye, Bacon.
Adios.
I am now just chatting. You can carry on.
Right, so unsurprisingly on Reddit, someone said that I forgot what the name of the subreddit is. If I can remember, it's amazing. Basically, people give their, as I said, dream interactions, and one of the things I read, pretty much as anime as possible, where so they go to school and there's a new female student, but then they're like, they're one of those girls who are like, I'm not like other girls, kind of thing, you know? They
Mhm.
have that kind of personality. And once they're doing self-introduction, which guess what, doesn't really happen in the West. I don't know if it's ever happened in your school, but students don't walk in and be like, hello everyone, my name is blah blah blah, I like this blah blah blah, thank you for having me, right? That doesn't really happen
When
here.
when we
You know
get
that,
when we get a new student and like the register is being read out, the teacher will be like, it'll mostly in like I guess I'll just call it homeroom. We called it registration at Crawford. It was the
no.
period in between periods 1 and 2. We'd go to our home class, which in high school we basically were never in, and then the register would be read out. And if there was a new child in the class, they'd come in. They'd be like, "Hi, this is their name. Okay, now go sit down. I'm going to carry on with the register."
Yeah, that's like when I moved to England, and obviously I was a transfer student, so you'd expect something like that. No, it's not really. That's not how it works in the real world. How it worked in the real world was we went into class. She was like, "Okay, kids, I'm sure you noticed we have a new student. His name's Ron." And then she looked at me and I was like, "Hi." And then she was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna do register now. Just say, yes, miss, when I call your name out." That's how it works.
Yep.
But anyway, so this guy, he says that his interaction would be that this girl comes in and she does her introduction, but she's shy because she's not like other girls or whatever.
She's not
And
like,
then,
I'm not like other girls. I'm
wait,
shy
no, no, no,
because I
sorry,
have
I
social
fucked.
anxiety.
I messed up. I messed up the story. Sorry. Yeah, switch the positions of the girl and him. So
Oh,
he's the new student,
he's
right? I
the
forgot.
new student and he's
He's
the
the new student,
shy
and this.
one.
Yeah, no, he's not the shy one. The girl's still the shy one, but he's
Oh,
doing his introduction,
I
and
see.
then he's told to sit down next to this girl, who is shy. And then people stop making like sounds and whatever, and then he's like,
People
they told
start
him,
making
I look,
sounds.
yeah, they just start making monkey sounds like,
They just oh,
the
oh, 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 oh.
teacher joins in.
They don't start speaking with each other. They just make sounds. Ah!
Yeah, they just grunt at each other. Monkey.
They
But anyway,
go back. I want to be caveman.
yes. So anyway, this guy says that he would sit down next to the girl, but people would make sounds. He literally said make sounds. Um,
People would make
as
sounds when I sat down
um,
next to
and then
girl.
he would
I'm
be
going to call her
a
girl A.
yeah, girl A. Technically, she's a goth lady, but anyways, um, I'm not surprised she's goth. Like, who would imagine this and not
Everybody
find?
wants the big titty goth GF.
Yeah. But listen, lads, there's more to girlfriend than just big titty cop. You can have
You
normal
can
big
have
titty.
normal big titty. Yeah,
Don't have to be cop.
don't have to be
The big
goth.
titty is crucial.
The
The
big
big titty
titty
should be
is
crucial.
crucial.
It's a joke if you're flush. Sorry.
If you build like an ironing board, I apologize.
Yeah. But
No, no, no.
anyway,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. Huh.
I don't know if we should say I'm sorry for your loss. I feel like that would be more offensive.
That would be more offensive. I'm sorry for your. Well, actually, is it really their loss? Because they didn't lose it. They just never gained it.
Sorry for your not achievement.
Sorry for your
Oh.
lack of achievement.
Oh no, that is fat people. We're sorry.
We're
It's a
so
joke.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, so this guy, he says like, he sits down next to him. People start making noises, and then he, being the heroic white knight that he is, he's like, "Hey guys, shut up. Even though
Hey.
he's a new student, so he really has no social place." But still, he
Just
says that.
imagine a new student comes to class and the first thing they do is while you're talking just, Oi, everybody, shut up. You
Yeah. So I
would
just
not like them.
Yeah, so I just found that fucking hilarious. And then the girl's like, "Thank you, but I'm fine." And then the guy's like, "Are you sure you're fine? You
Are
don't
you
seem like
sure?
it."
I. You, you don't seem like you're fine. I can tell. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, it's just a feeling, but trust me, I'm not being creepy. So yeah, and then he says that this girl gets, but I don't know what's up with this guy and just wanting this girl to get bullied because he
The
insisted that
girl
this girl gets bullied.
blushes, slaps him, says hentai, and then runs away.
Not like that. It's not like that. You'll see. He insists that this
No, no,
girl
that's
gets
my
bullied.
dream scenario.
Your dreams. Hey, after that, we can actually talk about our dream scenarios when we were younger, because I'm sure you had
My
yours.
dream. Oh fuck. Oh ow. Oh Jesus.
Look to you.
Nah. My arm is having an issue where if I completely bend it, and I have to have my
Um,
wrist pointing a specific way. Like I have to have it so. You know when you make a fist, you know the side of your fist where your thumb is?
yeah.
Yeah, if I have that side facing my shoulder, and then I bend my arm completely, and then flex, I will be... Okay, I don't even have to flex now, I just have to bend my arm. I will be in an excruciating amount of pain, for no reason.
No,
I wonder what I did.
probably broke yourself. But anyway, so after I tell you the story, Skeppy, you shall give your
Okay,
dream scenario.
I'll try and remember.
Yeah. But so anyway, this guy insists that she gets bullied. So after he says that, he asks if she's fine, and she says, "Yeah." And then he's like, "I don't believe you." Um, the girl gets bullied even more because the teacher would allow this. But the teacher's
Yup,
okay with her getting bullied apparently and wouldn't stop them. But
yup.
then the guy's like bullying her, and then the girl is like, and then yeah, he literally said, like,
Uh,
you itch. He was like,
uh, uh.
I was like, okay. But so then he's like, these guys are being dicks to you, but don't worry, I'm okay, or whatever. I
I
forgot
will
what he said.
protect you.
Yeah, I'll protect you. I'm definitely not, I'm not socially ranked. But then
I definitely
apparently,
don't have no social ranking and just move here and I'm a complete stranger.
even though you just saw me be the new student,
Yeah.
yeah. So then he says that the girl leaves the class because the bullying's too much for her, and then when she leaves the door, he can see that she's just barely crying. And
Just
so then
you
he's like,
as she
"What the
leaves
hell's
you
wrong
can
with
see
you?"
she's just barely crying. Ah yes, cause from that distance you can see the formation of tears.
Yeah, I
Man's
just
has
thought it was fucking
fucking
hilarious.
zoom function in his eyeballs.
Jesus, yeah, men's eyes are magnifying glass. But
He fucking he fucking
yeah.
did
So
the
then,
state of decay thing where you hold L2 while
oh
not holding
yeah,
an item and it just zooms in. It's like zoom,
yeah,
analyzing, zoom, make it clearer.
bro, man has like 4 point zoom.
That is actually some form of clear liquid leaking from the eyeball.
I wonder what the substance could be, but it looks like she's having negative emotions.
It looks like her emotions are currently
From
below
from analyzing
good
her brainwaves
levels.
and yeah, from analyzing her brainwaves and heartbeats, I can tell that her emotions are not in a good place right now.
From seeing how her shoulders are moving when she is breathing, they are slightly shuddering, so I can tell that she is in fact not in a good headspace.
Yeah, so that's basically went on like that. And then he says that he would stand up for her and say, "What the hell's wrong with you guys?" and leave to go after her because that is something people would definitely do, and something the teacher would 100% accept happening
Yeah, I mean,
because apparently the teacher is
okay.
just not fucking there anymore.
Let's do a realistic scenario, all right?
Wait, before I need to finish, you need to hear the finish.
Okay, fine.
It
I'll
gets
hear
better.
the minute. It gets better.
So,
Oh, yay.
yeah, so then he chases after her, and then she's like, "Leave me alone," and then the guy's like, "No, I won't," and then please, I just want to be alone. And then he follows her, which is creepy, but um, he he carries on and then eventually grabs her, which is definitely not harassment.
No,
Um,
yep, that's not harassment at all.
and then
Somebody says they want to be left alone and you grab them.
yeah, and then he makes her face him, which is definitely bad. And then he's like, I can tell that you're sad, even though she's according to her earlier was
Full on
crying. So
crying at this point, eyes red, tears streaming down the cheeks,
you
her
appear to be
making the
sad.
noise. You appear to be slightly d- sad.
Yeah, you appear to be not very happy at this current moment in time.
You appear to be a minuscule amount of negative emotion showing.
Yes. So he does that, and then she just apparently starts like crying in his arms because that's a normal thing that
That's
people would do
another thing that
apparently.
people do.
And then he's like,
Especially
"There,
with
don't
a
worry,
complete stranger.
yeah." And then he's like, "Don't worry, I'm here for you now." And then she just cries, and then they just sit there in silence. And apparently, a school where no one else is fucking there to interrupt them, and then they just leave. They just leave the school together. I'm like, what? This is your first day? You haven't even been to school for like 5 minutes and you're already just like, he did this shit? What? I don't,
Literally
I don't know.
walked into the classroom as a new student 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, he literally 2 minutes ago was just like, hello, how are you? And now he's leaving with the goth girlfriend.
Leaving school, days over. What? The bell hasn't even rung for first period? Nah, it's gotta be the end of the day. Did you not see
Yeah,
that emotional interaction? That's gotta take at least 9 hours.
yeah, and I like how he says that like just sat there in silence as she cried. When I was like, I don't know, man. In a school, if you were crying in the like hallway,
They
someone would
ev
fucking notice and probably make fun of you.
No, if you were crying just sitting down in the middle of a school hallway, whichever classes were near would hear that, and the children would literally ignore the teacher, go look outside, and be like, "The fuck's going on out here? Why are you
Yeah,
crying
probably.
in the middle of the corridor?" Some people would be like, "Are you okay?" Other people would be like, "I don't care, I'm going back to my desk." Other people would be still sitting at their desk because they couldn't give less of a shit, and then there'd be other people who are like, "Why are you crying in the middle of the hallway? Leave."
Yeah, and then there's some people who just be like, "Ooh, girl crying too."
Girl crying. I've never been in a relationship or any social interaction with a woman. Girl crying.
Yeah. Ooh, this is my chance to be a white knight. So, um, yeah, apparently that was this guy's story, and then people were like responding, saying, "Wow, that's such a
Wow,
beautiful story. I
that's a
hope it happens to
beautiful
you."
story.
And I'm
So
like,
amazing.
and then now
I
we can
hope it
talk about what would
happens to you.
realistically happen.
What would realistically happen? You walk into
So,
class. You introduce
oh,
yourself.
this has to be. Wait, firstly, I need to mention this has to be an American school because the girl was dressed like a goth, which means they were
Okay, yeah.
wearing their own clothes.
You walk into the American school. All right, you're a transfer student from another school or from another country. Who knows? You walk into the class. The teacher's like, you new kid? And you're like, yeah. So your name's this. It's like, yeah. Okay, hey everybody, class. This is this person. I'm gonna call him John. This is John. Okay, John. Okay, now you can go take a seat over there. Where's an empty seat next to her? Okay, you can go sit next to her. All right. You go over, you sit down, and let's be honest, if you're a person like this, you're not even gonna look in the direction of the girl. You're just gonna sit there in complete silence. If she starts getting bullied, the teacher will be like, "Oi,
Yeah.
Go to the principal's office or be quiet, I'm trying to teach. One of those two things
Yeah.
would happen, and then boom, situation over.
Yeah.
The
And you
end.
don't just stand the hallway with the crying girl because that won't happen.
You
But
would
let's
sit in
say,
class and do the rest of the school day as normal, and then later, when you go home, you will think back to that situation when they were getting bullied, and you would imagine
yeah,
the scenario that happened in the story that was
probably
the
do
top.
it in the shower as well. You'd just be sitting in the shower and be like, ah, I could have done this.
I
I should
could
have.
have done this, I should have done this, even though the bullying got stopped like half a millisecond after, because the teacher doesn't give a shit. They're trying to teach. Be
Yeah.
quiet.
Uh, but then let's be generous to this fella and say that for some reason the teacher ignores the fact that
Let's say the
and
teacher
says
is let's say the teacher is out of the class, because that does happen. Sometimes teachers aren't
yeah,
in the class, they're like doing something. Let's say the teacher's out of the class. That's when the bullying starts. You're not gonna stand up for them.
yeah, you're the new
You
kid. You
don't
don't.
know them. You're the new kid. You don't know anybody.
Yeah, and the fact that okay, so we're assuming that this guy's personality because he obviously on Reddit like a little fuck. But like, let's say he has a decent
Let's be
personality. Right?
generous. Let's say he's an extrovert. He has a good personality. All right, he stands up for her.
Wait,
Well,
actually,
now you're gonna get bullied as well.
yeah, you're getting bullied a lot. Now you're gonna
You're
feel
the
bad and be
new
like,
kid.
I'm
You
not
think
good.
you're getting bullied. That's
Yeah,
what's happening. You're both getting bullied together. Maybe then you'll form an emotional connection because of how fucking stupid one of you is and how depressed
yeah,
the
but,
other is.
yeah, but then the girl still wouldn't be friends with you because the girl probably has like two. You want to talk to her after class, but then she goes out and hangs with the.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were lonely and had nobody to talk to, so it would be easier for me to
Why
make my
the
first interaction with the
and then
female.
she's just like, why the fuck would you think I'm lonely? Yeah, I get bullied. You realize that people who get bullied can still have friends. There's such a thing as
Yeah,
a non-popular kids group. I
yeah,
know because I was part of it.
exactly. I was and am currently not. Now I don't know where I am. I think I'm popular.
My
But
group of friends, we weren't like extremely popular in the school, but there were like some members who were popular with everybody because they were just cool like that. But most of the time, we were just like the kids who just sat near the trash cans at break. It's a great hangout area actually near the trash cans because
yeah,
nobody goes there. It's a nice little quiet corner, and you don't have to even have to be right next to the trash cans. It was a
yeah, see,
great place, and we could just have
I'm just
fun.
like I'm just friends with everyone, so I can kind of sit. I've done this before as an experiment, where I've sat with random groups in my school and just was there, and they were okay with it. So
I mean, yeah,
yeah,
you're not really, unless you're talking about something like actually private, which does happen. They're not
yeah.
gonna really pay any attention to you. They're gonna be like, okay, this guy's sitting with us. It's kind of weird, but you know, let him do what he does.
Unless you like like have talked to them prior to that, or they know about you for. I'm ranked number one in my school. It's kind of hard not to know who I am.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I think when the number one kid sits with you, you tend to be like, oh, hi, yes. Communication you will have with us.
Yeah. Um,
But, we're not gonna give this guy in this story that much credit. We'll say he's just an extrovert, and he's willing to stand up. He still wouldn't get that fucking thing. But even then, let's change it and be just a bit more generous and say that what happens is that maybe the teacher walks out, right? And then the girl gets bullied. And instead of him standing up and being like, everyone, shut the fuck up, he is a smart child and would do what I would do in the situation. And, you good, bruh? Which is literally what I'd say to a person. I'd be like, you good, bro?
you wait until the bullying has stopped, then you look over and you be like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you good? And then if they
oh,
say no, you'd be like,
let's say you honestly couldn't give less of a shit about anything. So you do stand up, except you don't stand up for the person specifically, you just stand up and you're like, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to just have a nice quiet time in class waiting for the teacher to come back and get through the day. Sit down, shut up, get your face in your book, alright? Leave the
I feel like
person
you'd be
alone.
respected. You might be
I'd
respected for that.
probably do that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd
The thing is, it's
if
just
I was a,
that situation never happens.
yeah, that situation doesn't happen. Guess what? Most of the time, because of the way the world works, the goth female in your class probably doesn't get bullied. She's probably the popular girl.
Yeah, because she's the goth girl.
Yeah, Everyone wants to
Everybody
like
wants the
big titty
goth,
goth.
the big titty goth GF, so they're all gonna try and be
Yeah.
friends with her. Every single guy.
Yeah. Also, Sims exist, so trust me, you're not
Sims,
gonna
yeah.
be the only one.
You're not gonna be the only one.
But
Sir,
let's say,
before you even try to stand up for them, there'll probably be like a kid in the back of the class who'll be like, "She is beautiful to me, you shut up." Because they're
so
simple.
real to me. Yeah.
That's also a realistic scenario, actually.
That is real. That's more realistic than the guys fucking going outside of
Yeah,
class
the
and
new
like,
student.
yeah. But okay, so what would you do? Okay, let's say that in this world the goth girl does actually get bullied, and there's no Sims for her, and the teacher's outside of the class.
Yep.
So yeah, what would you do now? So what would you in this
Well,
situation?
personally, I'd try to ignore it for a bit, but then if it carried on, I'd probably be sitting in class with my headphones in if the teacher's, well, my earphones in if the teacher's out of the class, and then I'd just pull them out and be like, "Yo, dude, why are you so loud that I can hear you through my earphones? Sit down and shut the fuck up. I don't want to deal with this on my first day at a new school. Please, and thank you." That's
Yeah.
probably what I do. And then if they carried on, me with my anger problems, I'd probably stand up and punch the guy, and that will probably lead nowhere good.
Yeah, probably. See, not a good situation to be in, but it wouldn't result in
It wouldn't result in
probably
me
get
all of a
detention.
sudden becoming friends with the goth girl. The goth girl would
Yeah,
probably be like, "Hey, yo, this guy's kind of violent. I don't know if I want to sit
yeah,
next to them anymore."
yeah. So, well, what I would do in the situation, in the unreal situation, but what I would do is be like, "You right?" So I wouldn't really talk to the class at first. I'd just be like, "You good?" If she says yes, I'd be like, cause I couldn't be asked. If she says no, I'd be like, yeah, maybe just wait till the teacher comes back, and yeah, and then wait for the teacher to come back, and then the bullying will stop.
You know, there's
Like,
actually, I can think of multiple different scenarios of what I would do. It all depends on my mood of the day, actually. If I'm in a
yeah,
bad mood, then I do the thing I said. If I'm in a goodish mood, then I just, like, start talking to the girl. Because believe it or not, I can actually sometimes interact with humans socially, especially if I don't want to be alone in the class. So I'll just talk to the people who are next to me, and if I see her getting bullied, I'll just talk to her and have her and me ignore the bullies, and then the bullies
yeah,
will not get their validation of getting attention, and they'll just stop, I guess.
exactly. But even then, that situation just wouldn't happen. So she wouldn't get bullied in the first
Yeah,
place.
she wouldn't get bullied in the first place. It's a very unrealistic
So
scenario. But if
in
all
the
of these
realistic
things
scenario,
happen to happen, very
yeah,
unrealistic, but if all of these things happen to happen, that is one of the things I might do.
yeah,
Another thing I
but
might do is just start making fun of the bully. I'd be
yeah,
like, "Hey yo, sit your squiggly diggly head down, old shoes looking boy. Shut the fuck up," you know?
yeah, and yeah. I mean, if the most realistic situation, what happens
Hairline
is
at least
you,
20 centimeters on a ruler. Sit down.
bro, yeah, and let's put it back in reality and say the teacher's out, the girl's getting bullied.
Oh wait,
Oh
sorry,
well,
sorry,
the
sorry.
girl
Wait,
would be
wait, wait.
getting
Hold on,
bullied.
hold on. I need to fix something about what I said. uh, hairline like 8 inches on a ruler. Did you
Right, yeah.
understand?
So we have to use American,
It's America. It's America. Although I am a
but
transfer student, I could use centimeters, and they'd be like, "What the fuck's a
yeah, you
centimeter?"
could then be like, ooh, a centimeter, the metric system, ooh,
Ugh, the metric system. I'm gonna go
a
throw up
logical
now.
system that makes sense.
I'm gonna go throw up in the toilet now. You're disgusting, nerd.
Yeah, nerd using a logically correct system.
Ah. Using a
Yeah,
system that makes sense with conversions instead of a system that goes from 12 inches in a foot into 3 feet in a yard into 1,500 something yards in a mile. What is that
yeah.
conversion?
Like who the fuck made that? But anyway, back in reality, what would happen is
Back
the
in
girl's not getting
reality.
bullied because who would fucking bully her? She's the
Yeah,
goth girl.
yeah.
And then you can talk to her like a human being and be like, yo.
Okay,
And then she'd be
but let's
like,
be
hi,
even
well,
more
don't say yo.
realistic about this. If she, some people might just dress like goths. If she is an actual goth girl, she probably wouldn't be that popular because, you know, they like to keep to themselves. They're in their own
Yeah.
group. She still wouldn't get bullied, for fuck's
Yeah, she's
sake.
because then
The
keep in
person
mind,
who would
you
probably,
know,
in the most realistic situation, the person who would probably get bullied is you, because you are the
yeah,
new kid.
yes, and you can. And if you get bullied, then I'd definitely stand up for myself and be like, alright, y'all
Yeah,
want to
if
fight?
you don't,
I'm down.
if I'm down to fight. You want to throw hands? Come at me, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't really throw hands for a girl I've never met, but I'd
Yeah,
throw hands for myself.
I'll throw hands for myself. I'll 100% throw hands for myself, or I'll just ignore them. Or I'll just
Yeah,
look at them and I'd be like, I.
you're sad. Yeah, I'd be like,
I just be
you're
like,
kind of sad.
okay, and what else?
Yeah, and
I
then
no, I'd go. I'd take out my book. I'd write out all of my flaws, and I'd be like, here, read them out, since that's what you like to do.
yeah, I
Guess
feel like
what?
that's
Guess what?
just
I'll tell you another thing. I'm also gay. Haha. I am fag. Haha. Funny. Call me it. Come on.
yeah, that's when you like just step up to them and be like, alright, come here.
Come on. Call me it. Come on. Come on.
And then you just say you're gay and then start aggressively walking to someone. Oh no. That's another situation I'd want to be in. But yeah, no. In reality, you'd probably just
So
talk to
you
her and
say
be
you're
like,
gay and then start menacingly walking up to someone, but they think you're menacingly walking, but what you're actually doing is sexy walking and flirting with them.
you're just trying to flirt and they think that you're trying to throw hands.
So they raise their hands and you're like, what?
Oh, you're into that?
Oh, you're into that? Okay, I can be like that. I can take a
Yeah, like,
beating.
she just devolves into something really fucking strange. But yeah, no. In reality, you just talk to the girl and she'd be like, cool, you're a human being. I'm a human being too. And you'll be like, yay, human interaction.
Yeah, you've probably like interact with them. Like maybe you forgot a pencil. That's realistic. You need a pencil? You'll be like, hey, you got a spare pencil? No? Alright, hey, you got a spare pencil?
Always
Alright.
having a conversation like that where I've looked at someone, they had the most basic pencil. I'd be like, you have a pencil. And then they were like, I didn't
You
have
have
a
a
pencil.
pencil. Yeah? I don't. Okay.
You know, I'll be like, you have a pencil. And then, this is genuinely a conversation I made with some of my DT class. I'm not very close friends with. Where I was like, you have a pencil. And then they were like, yeah, I have a pencil. I was like, nice, look at this pencil. I showed them a mechanical pencil. And then they were like, wow, that's actually a really nice pencil. I was like, exactly. And then she was like, wow. So you're gonna join me if you have this kind of pencil? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, cool. And then, human interaction. Like,
Human
it's just like a
interaction
human being.
101, baby. Let's go.
Kids, if you
Okay,
want to go
I
from
am not ashamed to admit this. I would always, like, I'd be like, hey, yo, you got an eraser? Or a rubber? I'd say one of the two. Most of the time I said rubber. But, you know, it's America, so I'd say eraser. Uh, I'd be like, hey, you got a rubber? And then they'd hand me their rubber, and I'm like, thanks. And then I never give it back to them, and they just
Yep.
forget about it. And I had an entire collection of erasers in my pencil
Oh,
case. If anybody ever asked me for one, I'd literally have a second pencil case I'd pull out, open it, and it's just full of erasers. And I'm like, where the fuck did you get that? There was literally one time where somebody was like, hey, is that mine? And I was like, no,
no.
no.
I feel like it would be funny if you take someone's eraser and then later they ask you for an eraser, like to borrow one,
And
and then
then
you
you
pull it
give
out and be
them
like, hey, why
theirs.
does this have my name on it? It's like, it's a mystery.
I wrote your name on it. Why?
Yeah.
Because
Because we're so close friends,
we're
buddy.
such close friends, buddy pal. We
Yeah.
don't even have any other classes together. We don't hang out at break. I'm actually a yandere.
Oh no. But
The
so
fuck's a
that was that guy's story.
yandere?
Yeah, so anyway, that was that guy's story, right? I'm
Yeah.
curious about yours. What would be what
Okay.
I don't think we have one now. If we do
I
reach out,
remember
but
in the past I did have a story. So, as I
alright.
said, my group, alright, I was always part of the group that like wasn't that popular. We weren't considered the popular kids. We were just like a tight-knit group, kinda. We wouldn't really talk to anybody outside of our circle, just because we don't care. Um, so the quote-unquote popular kids would sometimes try to make fun of us and bully us, but you see, it never worked for one reason. They'd use insults that were part of inside jokes of theirs, so it wouldn't really affect us. You know, like they'd give us a nickname and we'd have no clue what the nickname meant because it was something that they made up in their circle, and we'd be like, okay, guess that. Like, one of the ways they tried to bully me, quote unquote, is they'd pronounce my name as Timothy.
How's that
They'd be like
bullying?
Timothy, and I'd be like, "Hi, yeah, that's me. It's actually Timothy, but okay." Eventually, I stopped saying it's. I stopped correcting them. I was like, "Yeah, hi, I'm Timothy. What's up?" You know, they just
Nice.
failed completely. All right.
I don't
Anyway,
get how it's bullying.
this was yeah. It really isn't. They failed so badly. Anyway, so my scenario was, I think this was like when I was grade 8. Um, so you remember? I'm gonna mute myself really quickly.
I do remember the human with that name.
I am going to refer to her as Jennifer.
Right, so Jennifer.
Jennifer, yeah, you remember Jennifer. So basically, my scenario was, I used to like sometimes not hang out with my group. I liked to draw, so I'd go. I don't know if you've ever been to the high school, or as
I
they call
have.
it there, the college. Outside of my dad's classroom, he was like on the highest floor in the main school building. Like it was on the second floor, but it had a ramp up to it. It was still the second floor, but it was higher than the second floor on the left and the right. My dad's classroom was in there. It's C something. Like there's the A classes, there's the B classes, the C classes, the D classes, and the E classes, like all labeled so you can find your way around. He was in one of the C classes, and outside there, on the ramp, there's like these pillars, and they have a slight rise to them and a wall, and you can sit on the wall. So like, I'd sit there and I'd draw there, and my fantasy would it would switch up, but
Uh,
it always had something to do with I'd be sitting there drawing, and then like somebody would go up to Jennifer's group that used to sit in the little corner by the TD room, uh, and they'd start like start to bully them. I don't remember exactly how they would do that. I think sometimes they tried to shove, because you know they tried to stand up for themselves and tried to hit, and then I'd notice, and all of a sudden I would become Spider-Man, and I'd fucking start swinging myself fucking everywhere, doing hardcore parkour type shit, you know? Um, and then I'd land, like he'd be about to hit Jennifer, and I'd land right in between them, and I'd catch his fist, and he'd be like, "Hey yo, what you doing?" and then and then he'd back off and be like, "What the fuck? Where did you come from?" And I was like, "Oh, I was over there." And then like he just whistles, and his entire posse rolls up, and I'm like, "All right, guess it's time." I'd like stretch, and I'm like, "Okay." And then they come at me, and I start beating the shit out of them, and then eventually they'd surround me, and then I'd jump. I would do the splits in the air, kick two of them in the head, and then one of them would grab me by the leg and throw me, and I'd fall off of the second floor, and then they'd all look over the railing, but they don't see my body on the floor. Why is that? Because I somehow swung underneath and around, even though it's a concrete wall. Don't know how I do that. There's nothing to grab onto, but I did it. And then I'd swing up the other side, come swinging into a flying kick, hit one of them over the wall. They die,
Jesus.
but like you know, we never
Hi.
showed that in the fantasy because you know I don't want to go to jail. And then I'd beat the shit out of the rest of them. They'd all be lying on the floor. I'd walk back over to Jennifer and I'd be like, "Hey, you alright?" And then nothing would happen out
No.
of that interaction. Then I'd go home, and the socially awkward myself, I would start messaging Jennifer, and then we'd get into a relationship.
So basically, it has nothing to do with the fact that you fought. You just messaged her, and then you started e-dating and then real dating.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And they'd be like, "Hi, is this Timothy?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, this is Timothy." And she'd be like, "Thank you so much for helping us earlier." And I'm like, "It's no problem." And then I don't know what text we'd have, but eventually I'd be like, "Hey, want to be my girlfriend?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Cool."
By the way, kids, that's actually usually how it
That
goes.
is not how it usually works. Let me tell you another scenario that would normally happen. This one is a much more dramatic. Okay.
Wait, you're getting more dramatic than that.
Yes, so much more dramatic. So basically,
Jesus.
how it works is there's a ramp that connects the second floor on the left side of the building to the middle part. It goes a bit up, but it's not like an extreme incline. It's a soft incline, but it's a pretty long ramp, so it does get kinda above. And then there's, as I said, the pillars with the walls that you can sit on, and there's two of them. And then in the middle of those is a path that leads to a separate like part of the building, which has two classrooms at the second floor and then two classrooms below. There's also a path below, but that one, since it's on the ground, is just like bricks. There's no like concrete or anything other than the building, of course. And so I don't know how exactly this worked in my mind, but everything would start. I'd be sitting at my normal place drawing, and everything would start crumbling and falling over, even though the path is connected to a building. It is connected to a building. If anything, it would fall towards me, not away from me. But, fantasies. And then, like, I'd fucking hardcore parkour, slow motion jumping off of the falling debris, grab everybody that would sit there. There was only like 5 people. Somehow I did it. I'd grab all of them. I'd get them back onto my side, and I'd be like, "Oh, you okay?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then I'd notice, wait, shit, somebody's missing. And then I'd see Jennifer hanging, and I'd be like,
Oh,
"No!" Slow motion running. I slide. I fall off. Now there's two scenarios that happen. If I was in a sad mood, I'd slide, I'd fall, I would hit the ground and die,
right. Okay. Just
and then the
clear.
fantasy would end.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. Makes sense.
and then like the other friends would walk and be like, "The fuck is wrong with that idiot? Why did he do that?" And then they'd help Jennifer up.
Yeah.
The second scenario, I do my epic slide, I dig my hands into the brick, grab them, and then as Jennifer's hand slips, I grab it and I hold on, and I do like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 train scene where he's like holding and he's struggling, he's like, "Ugh!" Oh wait,
Ah.
there's actually a third scenario as well.
Ooh, is that?
There is a third, I'll tell you after the second. And I'd hold on, and I'd be like, "Ugh!" And then I use all of my strength, and I throw Jennifer up onto the path, and then I fall. And I land on my feet, and I'm just fine.
Alright.
And then I jump up to the second floor.
Because that makes sense.
Does that make sense? And then Jennifer would be like, "Oh my gosh, you saved me." And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then we'd embrace, and boom. Now for the
Boom.
third scenario that I just remembered while telling that after I told the epic slide and I did the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 reference. What would happen is I'd notice the crack form in the split, and I'd notice it start to fall over, which again, don't know how that works. There's a whole ass 4 classrooms worth of building on the other side. It can't fall that way. Anyway, it would start falling. So then I'd jump over the wall that I'm sitting on, because you can, if you got hops, you can jump from like the place where I'd sit onto the side wall of that path in the middle. I'd jump, I'd close my book, throw it, jump from there to the wall, and then I'd slide, fall, dig my hand into the top of the one side of the path, dig my hand to the top of the other side of the path, and then I'd just hang there and pull them together, because that's how that works. And I'd just be
Right.
pulling there, and it'd be like, "Go, go, go," and then they'd go, and then I would use my strength to push myself up and out of the gap, and while doing that, slam the gap together, and then it would just stay there.
Interesting.
I'm
That
like
is
Fix-It Felix, except my hands are not a hammer.
interesting. That is a scenario that
Yeah.
I mean we don't really need to go into what would happen in reality. What happened
And
in
I had a much less dramatic scenario in grade 7, and this was based off a real experience actually. It was at the end of the year. We'd been taken up to the high school hall to just see
Ah,
how it would be like during assemblies and whatever, and to like welcome us to the high school. And then while on the way out, because I actually did have a crush on Jennifer, hence why all the fantasies are involving Jennifer. Um,
yeah.
this is based on a real scenario. After that, I caught Jennifer as they were walking down the road, and I confessed that I had a crush on them. And then they said they also had a crush on me.
Ha.
And nothing, literally nothing happened. Nothing. This is the real scenario. I said I had a crush on them, and then they said they had a crush on me, and then nothing.
Yeah.
And then I find out, like halfway into the into grade 8, that Jennifer's dating one of my best friends.
Hey, yo, the betrayal.
And I was just like, I understood why they didn't tell, because it was, it's grade 8 and it was a lesbian relationship.
Ah,
I understand why they didn't tell anybody. But then I found out the signs were actually. I was like like there were people that they told obviously, but I was the only one that found out just by looking at them. The signs were so obvious. I don't know how other people didn't realize, but I literally just observed because I was always watching Jennifer. No, I literally, because I was friends with the person Jennifer was dating, um, I was always hanging out there, and I'd notice, and then eventually I just went to the side with my friend, and I was like, "Hey, are you dating Jennifer?" And they'd be like, "How did you know?" And I was like, "What do you mean? How did I know?"
pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious. And then nobody, and they're like, "Well, don't tell anybody else." And I was like, "They probably know, but all right, nobody else knew.
Bro.
Nobody else knew.
I
Not
just
even."
made it sad that like you confessed back and nothing happened. It was like,
Oh
okay,
wait, no,
cool.
I messed up slightly. I confessed over the phone, and they confessed back over the
Uh,
phone, and then some things happened. Nothing came of the confessions again, but then after the assembly, I caught her as she was going down the road, and I apologized for something that happened. I don't really know. And then she was like, "Why are you apologizing?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" Did I not do anything wrong? Huh? Was I freaking out for nothing? Oh my god. And I was like, because of and I said the thing that I did, and they were like, you don't have to apologize. And I was like, okay. Are we cool? And they're like, yeah, we're cool. And then nothing happened from that.
I see. See, lads. This is why you don't confess over the phone.
This is why you don't confess over the phone. But actually, it was kind of dramatic because I did literally see her as she was leaving, and I got caught in the crowd that was leaving the hall. And then as soon as I got out, I sprinted down the road and caught up to her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does happen. So that's in the realm of reality. The fact that nothing happened is kind of funny, but
Yeah.
kind of a bit sad as well.
Yeah. And then
And
after I found
I know
out
it's a bit
about
too late.
the whole dating, I wasn't gonna outright say that they were dating, but I did make jokes that subtly hinted that they were dating, and still, not a single person caught on until they told everybody, and then after they told everybody, like a week or two later, they broke up.
Ah, interesting.
And then I was like, first I was like, damn, that sucks. I'm not good at social interaction or comforting people, so I was literally just like to my friend, damn, that sucks. I'm sorry. But then, in the back of my mind, I was like, yes,
Yeah, you're just like, yeah.
yes, yes.
Uh, see, I know it's a bit too late for this advice, but here's advice for other people,
It's a
maybe.
bit too late for
Just don't
this
do it over the
advice.
phone.
Yeah, like, maybe, I don't know, 5 years too late?
Yeah, but just don't do it over the phone because like if you just do it in real life, you can't exactly lead to nothing happening because you're there. You can't just
You're
like
there,
walk.
you're
You
in
can't
the
just say,
moment.
"Hey, I like
Well,
you."
actually, they can't just ignore it, but if they do ignore it, you
Yeah,
can take that as a no.
yeah. But I'm saying if they confess back, so if you say you like them and they like you, you both just can't like turn immediately and walk away because what?
Yeah,
That
it's
would
just like,
be
hey, I
that
like
would be
you. Oh, I
interesting.
like you too. Okay, bye. I'll see you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I don't think that happens in the real world. So at least you know if something happens if you do it in the real world rather than
Confessing in
text.
real life can be hard, though, man. You know, you have to talk to a human being. Jeez.
I suppose this is why being bad at social interaction is good.
Yep.
Right, so I guess it's my turn to give my dream interaction when I was a wee little lad. Uh so firstly, I need to mention that I can't really say like what's dramatic or not because I've had a literal
Wait, wait,
interaction that
wait,
was
wait.
fucking
I have one more thing to add to my story.
ooh,
Every time I
wow.
fantasized about one of these scenarios, I was listening to
Linkin Park?
Lavender Town Soul Krieg remix.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds so fucking edgy.
It's like a dubstep remix of
Oh
Lavender
no.
Town, and like how I do it is like the build up, because the build up is like it kind of fits like in an anime, I guess it kind of fits with, or an MV with like the build up to the climax, which happens at the drop. And then at the drop is when I'd start fighting the people, and I'd do it in time with the
Uh,
beats. So I'd like go super speed and slow motion and
Imagine actually like going slow motion in a real fight. Like what the
sometimes the fight would happen on the field, and
Oh,
like how the song goes, it would like it'd have the start, then it'd have a slight build up, then the kick would come in, then it'd have a slight build up again, then it would go into like the drop, and then there'd be a little bridge section, and then it would go into the drop again, and then it would build down, and the song would end. So at the drop, I'd start fighting, and then in the bridge, I'd get knocked down and I'd be lying on the floor, and then I'd have flashbacks, and then at the next drop, I'd get back up and start fighting again.
Jesus.
Bro,
That
in
is
my head, it was fucking epic. If that was an anime, sheesh.
Jesus.
It looked
I
so
mean,
badass in my head. I was so cool. Also, in my head, I had muscles and a six pack.
right, because of fucking eighth grade. Oh Jesus.
And
Alright.
normally, actually, sometimes the situation happened at Gateway. And now that I think about it, the situation that happened at Gateway is my friend would get sexually harassed by an adult.
Don't see. Don't imagine your friend getting sexually harassed so you can
No,
be amused.
don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. But I mean, like, well, maybe not sexual harass, more just harass, like they'd grab them.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
but, like, it would be an adult grabbing a child.
Right. 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 And then you'd be like,
And I'd be like, hey,
"Don't."
yo, bah, what are you doing? And then we'd have an epic fight where I'd, like, send them flying and they crash into a pillar and the pillar breaks. And that
Yeah.
would not cause a collapse?
Yeah. The 14-year-old absolutely slaps the adult.
Yep. I mean, okay, that's not that unrealistic.
Yeah, it can happen. Like when I was 14, I could probably slap an adult shitless, but
Yeah, but then also sometimes the adult would pull. I'm just remembering one more thing. Sometimes the adult would pull out a knife, and I'd still be fine.
yeah. To be fair though, knives are like it depends on the person using it. If you're trash using a knife, it's more dangerous for you
And
than it
then
is for the other person.
sometimes the adult would pull out a gun, and I'd get shot, and then I'd still be fine after having some flashbacks.
Ah, right. Flashback then.
Flashbacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally when fighting on the field, it was also just a random adult, even though it was at school, and the school
Yeah.
has
So
guards. But it was a random adult.
it happens, I guess.
Yep.
In your head, it happens.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah. So now as for me, uh, I have. I actually, I'll save the second story for later. you already know the story, so
Okay.
I'll stay for later. I'll go through what I've imagined.
Okay.
So this was when I was younger, because I think after 14, I didn't really have these interactions because I was not uh, interested in that kind of shit. So I think it was like when I was 12 something, right?
Mhm.
12 or 13 when I just started getting into training. And,
Mhm.
I thought I was the shit, right? Because
Yeah.
I just got into training.
Yeah.
So let's see. I believe it was a like what was it? It was like the school got taken into like it got invaded or whatever by like just a bunch of bad people for no reason. I don't even know why. Because it's not like they were taking hostages for money. Because why? Why
I've
a
had
primary
nightmares about
school?
the school getting invaded, mostly by man-eating giants. Attack on
Well,
Titan. I had
that
nightmares about Attack on Titan before I even knew what anime was. I'm just kidding. I knew what anime was. I just didn't know Attack on Titan.
yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. There's just like a bunch of robbers, people with guns and shit, just taking the school hostage for no reason, even though like why? It's a primary school. What are you getting out of it? So they did that, and then me being the fucking uh shit that I was like, I'm not going to listen to you guys. So I would rebel against this shit and not listen to them, and then they'd get like violent with me, and I just like floor them because apparently a 12-year-old could do that to an adult who had guns and shit. So
Yep.
um and
Something I
then
just
yeah,
realized. I had. Sorry to interrupt your story, but like this is the revolutionary for me. I had nightmares about Attack on Titan before season 1 of Attack on Titan even came out.
yeah, interesting. I mean, man-eating giants. Everyone's kind of
Yeah,
scared of that, right?
true, true, true. Alright, carry on. Very interesting what you're saying.
So
A 12-year-old beating up adults with guns.
yeah, I was doing that shit, the regular
Not
12,
getting shot a single time.
no spoiler. They
Did they
tried to,
even
but
fire the guns?
I think a couple did, and I just dodged because yeah, that happens. Just dodged,
Just
dodged the
dodge.
bullets.
Dodge the bullets. Easy.
Listen, I was into Dragon Ball at the time. It was in my realm of reality.
Yeah, I get it, I get it. You can like stick your hand out and go pew, 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 and catch all the bullets
Yeah,
and then just drop them.
and actually, it's funny you say that, and you'll know why it's funny you say that. Just so I take a because I think like every class, or specifically my year, there was like two guys per class, and I just take out the two guys in my class, and then I'm like, cool. And then there was a Jennifer in another class who I wanted to check up on. So I went there and I see that they were being violent with her, and then I went fucking rage mode. I just went like
I win.
batshit crazy on them.
Hold
And then,
on. Let me try and. My voice is kind of scuffed right now, but let me try and. Just give me a second. You went. Rage mode.
yeah, pretty much. So uh, I went like batshit crazy, right? And then I just fucking like brutally murdered these guys in front of
A
because she was like about to
12
get
year old.
yeah 12. I was about to 12, don't say that. So I brutally murdered two men in front of Jennifer, and Jennifer was like, "Wow, that's so noble, thank you." And then I save her, and then she like hugs me, and then she's like, "But my friends," and I'm like, "Anything for you." And then I just like fucking like take on like I don't know 16, 20 guys, fully armed. They're trying to shoot me, and then one of the guys is about to shoot Jennifer, and then like I don't know, I fucking activate Ultra Instinct before it was even like because keep in mind at this time uh, I think Goku just like got Super Saiyan God, so he was nowhere close to Ultra Instinct. But I activated Ultra Instinct, and I was able to catch the bullet.
I've dreamed of the
He was
same
about to,
thing, except I jump in front of the bullet because I'm not as cool as you.
yeah, you're not as cool as me.
I
I
can't
can catch.
catch bullets. Wait, no, I can catch bullets with my body.
I mean, that is catching a bullet. Um, so yeah, I catch the bullet, and literally, like with my two fingers, and then I look back at her and just smirk because I'm fucking edgy like that.
Smirk. Just
Yeah, just and then
motherfucker HMPH'd at them.
yeah, and then I throw the bullet, which has enough force to act as like a being fired, and then I kill the other guy. I
You
brutally
threw it?
murdered
You
like
didn't
20
flick it
guys.
with your thumb?
No, I threw it like so. You know when you throw a dart?
You threw a
Yeah,
bullet like that?
I threw a bullet like
Wait,
that.
hold on, hold on. Are you telling me you
I didn't
caught
kill
the
the
bullet
person.
with two fingers, alright?
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming when you caught the bullet, the way it was facing was that it was pointed at you. So when you threw it back, did you turn it around? Or did you
Turned it
just
around.
throw it?
I turned it around.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like kill them with the butts of the bullet.
That would have been funny.
What would it mean? But yeah, I turned it around and threw it like a dart and it just killed them because yeah, 12-year-old me could generate that much power.
Yup.
So yeah, and then brutally murdered 20 guys and Jennifer's just like, wow, that's so hot and amazing. Wow,
Wow,
you're so
that's
cool.
so hot. You just
That's so hot.
murdered so many adults in front of me, a 12-year-old child. I am now
Pretty
attracted
hot.
to you.
I mean, that's basically like the plot of Barky's mother.
Hey, we don't go into Baki logic here.
Right, yeah, sorry. At this time, no fucking idea what Baki was, so we can't apply Baki logic.
Yeah, if
Um,
we applied Baki logic, you probably would have ran on water as well.
True. Um,
And gotten
so,
poison out of your body with more poison.
yep, 100%. So, yeah, that was one of my fantasies. Another one, less violent, still violent, but less violent, because yeah, um, is that I was on a date. Somehow managed to land a date with Jennifer. I don't fucking know. I was an ugly ass 12-year-old. Um, but I managed to get a date with Jennifer, and we were at Gateway, and just doing the whole dating thing. Went to the movies, whatever. By the way, don't go to the movies for your first date. Not a good choice. We
Ow,
were on a
my
date.
ears. I accidentally clicked on something and then I just got blasted with carry on.
Huh, anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, don't go to the movies for your first date. But I'm not here for a relationship advice. So I was we came off the movie, and then she said she had to go to the and so then I just was waiting there, and then this actually happened in real life, not to me. It just happened to another adult dude somewhere in the world. Um, where he was waiting for his girlfriend to come out of the bathroom or toilet, and he saw this person rolling a wheelchair, but the person in the wheelchair was covered, but he noticed the person's shoes and was like, "That's my girlfriend's shoes." And then he walked up to the person and was like, "Lift the thing up," and then the person got nervous, so then the guy like pushed her away and lifted up, so the girlfriend and beat the living shit out of the person rolling the wheelchair. That did happen to someone in real life, in the real world.
Wow.
Um, two
People
of the
going through so many different methods to kidnap. Put him in a
yeah.
wheelchair and cover him in a cloth.
Yeah, so I mean, to the guy who actually
Because that's
managed to
not
think about,
suspicious.
yeah, but I mean, well done to the guy who figured out that it was his girlfriend getting kidnapped. Well done, man. But
Just
anyways,
from the
I wanted to be
shoes, he
cool like
knows
that,
them
but
feet. He's got a foot fetish.
he noticed them feet. Yeah, so 12-year-old me was like, wow, that's a fucking I want to be. So in my imagination, the girl was in the same Jennifer was in that same situation, and I noticed it. Except now, slightly different. It was not only a single person, but it was the whole fucking mafia, and uh, yeah. I don't fucking know.
The whole
No,
mafia, the entirety, every single branch, plus the
ever.
leader.
Plus every single fucking like even their like connections, right? Um,
Even their
so yeah.
connections.
But no, it was just about like I don't know, just 13,
You just
14
see this
guys.
happening, and then you confront them, and then all of a sudden they duplicate like Echo Echo.
Pretty much, right? I think that actually happened. So they kind of just like appeared, which I find very interesting. Uh,
They instant transmission, they sense the distress.
basically. So yeah, I walked up to him and was like, by the way, there's two outcomes to this. Uh, Depending on my mood, I had this. So the first outcome was I fought them and then I won. The girl was like, "Thank you for saving me," and then yeah, yeah, that. The second outcome is I bravely sacrificed myself, but in the I managed to kill the last guy, but then now I'm also dying, and Jennifer has me in her arms, and she's like, "No, you didn't have to do this for me," and I was like, "It was worth it, all for you." And then I die. Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, those were my younger um dream kind of things. There was a more recent one. I don't know, but it's not as interesting. It's in the realm of reality as it definitely happened. I
Mhm.
believe this happened. Like I thought about this maybe a year and a bit ago, so pretty recent. And it's really fucking boring. It's literally I just come back to South Africa. I meet Jennifer, the current Jennifer, and we just go on a date, and we're happy.
Mhm.
Yeah, realm of reality, and most likely will happen. So not as interesting.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so
Understandable.
yeah, your stories are definitely something. A lot
Oh
of
yeah,
drama.
yep. Mhm. Mhm.
My stories are
I
just
had a
violent.
large imagination. I created an entire storyline using the Skylanders figures from the Skylanders game that had nothing to do with the original Skylanders storyline.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yours were more like you being heroic. Mine was beating the shit out of people because I thought it was fun.
I also beat the shit out of people. I just did it heroically.
Ah, right, yeah, I
And
just
I
did it
also
because
became Spider-Man and stuck to walls.
yeah. And I like on my one, it was just me constantly just fighting it and natural people at once, like fucking 20 guys at once, just like, yeah, yeah, cool.
Me was
Cool.
beating up all of the
Awesome.
people in the popular kids group just because I didn't like them.
Oh yeah, I definitely had that thought as well. I thought like I just start a fight with the popular kids and beat them all up.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
literally every single time I had a fantasy like that, the person who was bullying Jennifer had to be from the popular kids group so that the popular kids group would show up so that I could beat the shit out of them.
Ah, right. Also, viewers in the future are gonna be like, who the fuck is Jennifer? Why do they both like this Jennifer,
Okay,
but also
so
hate this
Jennifer
Jennifer?
is actually, believe it or not, a code name because we don't want to reveal the real names of the people we're talking about because that's invading privacy.
We're not like just talking about the same fucking
Yeah, it's different
situation.
people. We're just calling
That would
them
be fucking.
Jennifer.
Imagine if there was like just one Jennifer that we both split into two parts like that. Poor Jennifer. That Jennifer would probably get their life in like so many.
Bro,
But what?
bro,
I just find it curious that
hold on.
before you
I
say that,
need a
I just
I
find
need
it
a
curious.
mute one more
Oh,
time so that I can tell you names of other people.
I yeah, I remember that particular human. Oh, give him stupid name. Let's just Dragon Ball characters. Snapper, use Dragon Ball characters. Use Dragon Ball characters. Go. Right. Right. Videl? Continue. Piccolo. Because they both. Ah, Piccolo. Yeah. Just say
Alright,
Piccolo.
so we have new characters. We have Jennifer, then we have Gokhan, which is a fusion of Goku and Gohan. If you didn't know, it's pretty simple, Gokhan. Then we have Videl, and we have Piccolo. These are all
Right.
characters
Yes.
for the story I'm about to tell. Every single time I had a crush on anybody, a couple days later, I would find out that Gokhan had a crush on them as well.
Bruh.
And I'd be like, hey, yo, Are we in a battle or some shit? Are you my rival? What's up? Step to me, motherfucker. Come at me. I will beat your ass into the dirt. I didn't actually say any of that, but I did act as if it was a rivalry. But it got even worse, because with
Okay.
Jennifer, I found out Vidal also had a crush on Jennifer. So then I had two rivals. And then with another person, let's call them Chi-Chi.
GG. Right. Right, right.
So Chi-Chi had a crush on Chi-Chi, found out, Gokon had a crush on Chi-Chi, and then I found out Piccolo had a crush on Chi-Chi, and
No.
then it gets even better.
Wait, before you go on, I'd just like to say that taken out of context, Gokon has a crush on Chi-Chi. Gohan and Goku. Go. Chi-Chi.
Uh, uh,
Oh, God.
um,
Carry on.
I'm gonna change it so that his name is now Gohan, right? His name's Gohan.
Oh, fuck.
And I'll tell you why.
Ah.
I found out Goku also had a crush on Chi-Chi.
Ah.
And the person who ultimately ended up with Chi-Chi was Goku. Three separate
Right.
times.
Oh,
Three
Jesus. Go,
times. They were
Goku,
together,
calm
they
down.
broke up. They were together, they broke up. They were together, they broke up. They got kinda back together? They hated each other.
Jesus. Calm down, lad.
I know.
Goku is just busy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, bro, it was fucking insane. Every single time I had a crush on anyone, I just find out Gohan also has a crush on them, and I'd be like, bro, hey, yo, what's going on? And you know the worst part?
What?
Gohan used to be a stalker,
Hey,
like an
yo, that's a
actual
problem.
legit stalker. He's not anymore, from what I know.
I'd still beat the living shit out of him if I saw him.
He's a pretty nimble boss. He can wiggle and squiggle and run. He quick.
He's quick, but not powerful.
He's also good at sneaking. You know, stalker.
Right, yeah. I mean, he's quick, but he's not powerful, so I just...
Yeah. Bro, I don't understand. I don't know if he was actually challenging me or if it was a complete coincidence, but how is there going to be a coincidence 4 times? 4 times! At the same time! It wasn't like I had a crush on one person, he had a crush on another person, and then I got a crush on another person, and then he had a crush on the first person I had a crush on. No, it was the same time, the same person.
He just wanted you to notice him, because he was like, oh, you have a crush on her, well, I'll have a crush. Carry on. Me.
Uh,
That is a interesting theory that I just made, but highly
yeah.
doubt it's.
I also highly doubt that it's true.
But yeah, sounds a bit. Your love life is quite unfortunate, isn't it?
Oh, you think my love life is unfortunate from that? Oh,
I remember the
buddy.
one time it ruined two of your relationships.
Oh, yeah, and one of the people was Jennifer.
Yep. You see, lads, viewers who aren't here, future viewers, I am a good friend.
He is a
Almost a
good friend. He messaged the two people that I had a crush on at the time and
good.
completely ruined any sliver of a chance I had with them.
In all fairness, you were too young to date.
You're not. Well, actually. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. I say that, but I was in a pretty successful relationship. However, the different mentalities you needed to mature, so it's
My
okay.
personal opinion, don't
16
date
at least.
anybody while in school. Focus on school.
Yeah. If you can balance it, then do it.
Good
Like,
for
I can
you.
balance it. It's fine, but not everyone can.
Yeah, most people can't, actually.
Yeah.
They think the
University,
relationship is more important than school, when it really isn't. Let's be honest, that relationship is 90% gonna fail.
Yeah,
and
if you
then you're gonna
if
fail school.
yeah, if you really fucking really fucking love someone, um, go for it. But then also know that you have to be able to balance out. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. So, yeah, I mean, your love life is just yeah. But good news
My
is
love
that
life, as we get more in depth, becomes even more messed up because we haven't even gotten into my actual relationships.
I vaguely remember them.
Do you know how many there have been?
7, I think.
Let me count. That person, that person,
Scipio. Jesus.
that person, that person. Uh, my brain. That person. That person.
I've only ever been in 4
That
legit
person.
relationships. 2 ended badly, 2 ended goodly.
Seven.
Goodly? Goodly?
I have been seven.
I am a genius beyond genius.
You are a genius beyond genius. I have
I'm also your best
seven.
friend, so
First one
yeah.
ended terribly. Second one ended
But that's
not the best, but not the worst. Third one ended actually pretty good. If I was social at all, I would probably still talk to the person. I'm just not social. Um, the fourth one also ended pretty badly. The fifth one, well, the first time, uh, what was it? The first time or the second? The first time it ended. Yes, there were multiple times with this one person. Uh,
wait, I think I know who you're talking about. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
The first time. Do you remember how that ended?
Yeah, I think I do. It was a well, vaguely. I think it had something to do with you being a dickhead and not being on.
I think that as well.
Was
And then the second time, it ended because I made a revelation that I was gay.
wow. But then ended up that you are not 100% gay.
And then I tried to ask them out again. And it
Yeah.
worked!
Yeah, lonely
Let's
people. Anyone
go!
it's about.
Anyway, and then our relationship ended. Don't know how it ended. But, like, if I,
I don't know.
again, if I was social, probably would still talk to them. The, what number was I on? Six?
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
I'm
your
on six
sixth.
now. That was
And
fifth.
then
Now
we know
sixth.
what happened to your
Sixth!
seventh.
We know what happened on sixth. That one
I think
ended, Ooh.
I was vaguely part of the reason, but I wasn't like a direct reason. I was influencing you.
Influencing me is kind of a direct reason?
Like it was your own like thought as well. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. But yeah, sixth
well,
relationship. It ended with me not in the best light, not gonna lie. And then seventh,
I mean, to be fair, you were a bit of a dickhead.
I was more than a bit of a dickhead.
Yeah. So that was that time it was entirely Skeppy's fault. I mean, there was it's
Don't
the other person had faults as well. It was predominantly Skeppy's fault.
it was my fault. I'm gonna take the blame. It was my fault. I agree with that.
Yeah.
The seventh relationship.
Who was the seventh? I forgot. Jennifer.
Um, Jennifer, yeah, Jennifer.
Jennifer. Ah.
Yeah, Jennifer. Her name's not actually Jennifer.
It's Jennifer now.
Okay, yeah, it's Jennifer now. That relationship, it ended because I got busy and I wasn't online on Discord for a couple days, and then I went online for like 10 minutes once. I got into a voice call with some friends, but I didn't respond to her. And then she messaged me, she was like, okay, you're ignoring me. I need attention. I think we should end this. And I was like, I was gonna explain that I wasn't actually ignoring her, but I was like, I don't think I'm ready for relationships, man. And then I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. See, not a good initial situation to be in first. If you're busy, try not to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
So
It was
yeah,
it, it was it was Christmas time. I was spending time with my family.
yeah, they should know that. So I don't know, but I
I'm
do
still gonna
agree that
take the blame on that one
essentially,
because I was kind of a dick as well. I should have at
yeah. I
least
mean,
made
like,
an effort to like
yeah,
respond to be like, hey, I'm kind of busy at the moment.
it was that was more of a mutual fuck up because she should have been should have been understanding as well.
Yeah, but then I
It comes
also
down to
did
that.
know the person, and I knew that they did, in fact, need attention.
Yes. Okay. More your fault. 60-40. 60
60,
something.
65, 35, I'm gonna say.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Being responsible. Well done, that. Uh, my relationships, it's pretty obvious, but I'll go through them. So my first one ended by me, because that person was a fucking dickhead. Like, uh, so this one will be called, they're all gonna be called
Rewind
Jennifer.
time.
Um,
It's rewind time.
yeah, so anyway,
Carry on.
the first one, I don't know what the fuck that was. First one was Jennifer, horrendous. So, this was when I was like pretty much peaking in terms of like training and stuff. This was around the
He's
time where I fought like the
peeking.
yeah. So, um, I was in a good like physical state, and also in terms of school, I wasn't first at the time, but I was still in the top 10. But this person wasn't from my school. Um, the point is, we started off pretty decent, pretty nice. Then went on a couple dates, and then yeah, no, they were very, very controlling. Like, I mean, so controlling that they gave me a schedule to follow, and if I didn't follow, I was a dickhead. And I'm like, what do you mean? You literally planned out my studying times, even though I study at my own stuff, at my own rate. And then she was just like, no, you need to allocate time to me. And I'm like, you do realize that like literally an eighth of my she was like, yes. And I was like, that's too fucking much. And this was every day, 7 days a week. And it's not like
You need
she
to
was like,
allocate a time for me. All right, fine. I'll see if I can fit you in anywhere. Oh no, I can't this week. Maybe next week. Try again next week. I'll definitely slot you in there. I'll allocate a time for you on Saturday at 11 p.m. to 11:10 p.m. But I'll be asleep. So sorry about that. Um,
but yeah, so I don't know. She basically she gave me a schedule, and if I didn't follow it, I was fucking bad. And it got to the point where like she was like starting to get a bit physical with like her punishment, so I did get hit a
hey,
bit, and that's when I was like, listen, if you don't want your jaw to get broken, stop. Because like I didn't really like her, so I wouldn't have mind doing acting in self-defense. So then I was like, wait, I probably shouldn't be in a relationship like this. So I broke up. Then the second relationship, I won't explain on stream, but you know what it is.
mm-hmm.
Person starts with an E. So yeah. That ended
Wait,
pretty goodly, I'd say.
wait, wait,
Mutual.
wait. Mate,
Very-
mate, kutte-san, mate, kutte-san. I'm just gonna quickly peep screen us. I remember now. I remember how that went. Oh my gosh, I'm all of a sudden sad in the soul.
It still ended pretty goodly on, so um
It was
good.
great relationship.
Yeah, in terms of the relationship feeling, it was ended goodly. Goodly.
And
That surely that has to be a word. Like, come on, English, make it a word.
it still hurts my soul.
Yeah, it does. So it hurts me as well. Then the third relationship, Jennifer, um, bad. It just so it started off nicely, and then it turned out that
Okay, yeah, I know who is talking about it. It started off nicely. Yep, yep.
yeah, it started off nicely, very happy, very nice. Then turned into I was more of a placeholder for her to say that she had well, she was in a relationship until someone more appropriate came along and kind of slotted in. So I was more of a placeholder rather than in an actual relationship, which obviously be, and she was a bit neglectful at times. And then at the time, I really needed someone to support me and help me because I was going through some stuff. But she wasn't really there to do that, and that caused me to obviously become a bit insecure and a bit like, you know, just like needing. But she couldn't exactly
Yeah,
provide that. Which,
that was a bit awkward because that relationship, this Jennifer, was actually the best friend of my fifth girlfriend.
yeah, so
And
that shit.
that was really awkward for me because like
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of this while dating the best friend.
But then it ended horrendously. She said something that she should have never said,
Mm.
and to this day, if I see her, the likelihood of me hurting her is pretty high. Luckily, we're in like literally complete opposite. The likelihood of us like meeting is
I'm sorry for
extremely.
laughing, but can you turn the sound up on my stream right now? I just want you to hear what started playing when you said that.
I'm out there, stream, Twitch. That's my ringtone. That's my media.
I'll start it from the beginning. Tell me when you tell me when you're in the chat.
I'm in the things. Hmm. Interesting.
As soon as you said that, this just started playing, and man was going ham on the piano, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my days. The timing. Amazing.
I'm gonna
But yeah,
skip that song.
yeah. So yeah, that's how that ended. I really fucking hate her, and to be honest, I think it's justified.
it,
Even at the
it is
time,
justified, but it's still kind of awkward for me because
it's awkward for him, but
I
at the same,
still not like as in romantically like as a friend. I still like Jennifer number 5.
so many Jennifers.
So many Jennifers.
Yeah. So yeah, that ended horrendously, and yeah, just no, horrible person she is. And then the next person who I don't mind using my nickname, Sanji, uh, current lady friend, and
Current lady friend.
probably the person, yeah,
Great,
current,
great person. Really
yeah,
cool.
great person. I've had a crush on her for a while,
Long
so
while.
I'll tell you now, when she admitted that, like, she actually did like me back, dude, I was just fucking like, holy shit,
You
you're
were like
actually,
you had to take a double take. You spat out your water. You were like, sorry. You
no,
spat out your
dude.
tea. Um,
Yeah, I literally fucking did. Well, not actually, but like I nearly choked
you were like,
because I was like, you
wait,
called me sis because so
what?
if you don't know this, but Skippy, you know how long before this I've had
Yeah,
a crush on her, right? So
yeah,
it was a while. Um,
yeah.
but unfortunately, a lot of stuff happened that like just didn't let us, allow her to like me.
Mhm.
And also I was a bit of a dickhead at the time, so I date me because I needed to go through a change in order to be a good person. And I did go through the change, so now I'm fine. But when I was younger, obviously immature, really irresponsible. But I'm okay with the fact that she rejected me like twice, I think. Because when she did accept me, oh fucking boy, I was just fucking happy as hell. I was like, no shit way.
Great time, epic
And
time.
yeah, we don't really have any problems. Like Skip, you and us, we have so little problems compared to our last
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
So
This is
yeah,
an actual good relationship. Like, it's not like you
yeah,
have zero problems, but
it's not like we have zero, but we have problems that are pretty much
it's
what
like a
you'd
good
expect in a relationship.
relationship.
Yeah,
A regular good relationship.
as I know, and in terms of long distance relationships, we're pretty well.
Mm.
So yeah,
She's
the likelihood
going
of us
to
being
England next year? Year after?
no, she's probably gonna stay in South Africa, but like for university specifically. But
Uh,
once I finish school, because I'm taking a 2-year gap before I go to university, I'm gonna visit a shit ton during the 2-year gap, and then it's only another year of university.
and then.
he finishes university, and then she'll move to England afterwards.
Yeah, that that's a good plan. That's a good plan.
Yeah, so,
Uh, person I
you
currently have a crush on, they are also
don't,
planning.
you don't tell me that shit, bro. I'm your best friend. I need to know this. Even
Well,
though I
why
couldn't be
why
asked.
would I tell you I have a crush? I'm not planning on getting in a relationship.
Oh, yeah, true.
But yeah, person I do currently have a crush on because I do have those, even though I'm not planning on getting into a relationship. They are also planning on moving to England at some point. Um,
Do I know this human?
yeah, you know this. Well, you don't know them, but I have
Go
told
on,
you
Peebus, and tell
about
me.
them. Huh?
Go on, Peebus, and tell me. Go on, Peebus, screen. I know the person.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he knows the person. So yeah, they're planning on moving to England at some point, or at least they told me they have. But I mean, I'm not planning on getting into a relationship, so this didn't really affect me that much. But I did find out. I don't know how I only found out this morning. Well, not this morning, because it's
yeah,
currently 2 a.m. Yesterday, at like 3 a.m., I found out that they have a boyfriend. So even if I was planning on getting a relationship, boom,
you know that,
0% chance.
didn't you know that like a couple weeks ago?
No, they did have a boyfriend in the past when I had a crush on them, but then they broke up with that boyfriend. That was like months ago, dude.
Months. Yeah, okay.
And now they
I
have another boyfriend. So I missed my chance, I guess, because I'm not planning on getting into a relationship.
I suppose,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I mean,
like,
that still
yeah.
sucks.
You should wait until you can do something real life instead of online because
I
online
mean, I
dating
could
is
do this one
sad.
real life because, like, they live in KZN.
Oh, not
Yeah.
good. I mean, that's good then, but still kind of sad for you, but
Yeah.
also it would become an online thing because you're.
Bro, when I found it out, I legit just looked at my phone and I was like, oh, shit.
But if an L for you,
We take a minuscule amount of L's around here.
yeah. But I mean, it don't really affect you because you weren't looking.
I was not looking to get into a relationship. Hmm.
Ye- Yeah, I mean, relationships are complicated, kids.
You say kids like you're not a kid.
I mean, technically, I have the majority of it.
You're
Adult.
17.
Yeah, I'm
You're
17, but if
17. You're
if
a
we talk about
child. You're a kid. Well, actually, technically, you're not a kid because a kid is a baby goat.
yes, uh, but if we talk about
You're a
experience, I'm pretty sure I
child.
experience a lot of adults. So, uh,
True.
like, yeah, honestly, not gonna lie, adults who are older than us, like you 24-year-olds, you're living a sad life. Yeah, I mean, if
Way to
you get
call out all
sad.
the 24-year-olds, man.
And no, I'm just saying, like, people who are older than us, I feel like up until age 25, y'all are kind of useless, not gonna lie. Y'all
Oh
aren't really
my
doing anything with,
gosh.
so, you know, do something.
Calling on my brother like that.
I'm just saying. And also, your brother is like, he does stuff, right? Didn't he win the powerlifting thingy thing?
Oh yeah, he has a oh,
Oh,
world
oh,
record.
oh.
No, not a world record. He has a record in the country. I think he has multiple actually. Not sure.
Yeah, so
He is
see, he's
also
doing
a
something.
personal trainer now.
Yes, well, I mean, he's still doing something. So
Yeah.
he's a we got all the ones who are like literally doing literally nothing.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
start doing stuff when I'm either 17 or 18. It depends on when I get to England and how fast I learn.
Yeah, I am still gonna believe for not being able to do it.
I will literally not do anything.
My point exactly.
I'm gonna get bullied. Expect uploads to stop while I'm getting bullied because I'll be in a severe depressive state.
Yeah, I will single-handedly put him in a.
No, but like actually expect there not to be that many uploads because like I'll be in the transition from moving from South Africa to England, so like I won't have my PC set up or anything. We won't have Wi-Fi, stuff like that.
That's gonna be in a while. It's gonna be like next yearish.
Yeah. Next
Next year,
year,
yeah,
August, hopefully.
hopefully.
August
Could
would be the
change.
perfect time.
It would be because that's when I
Imagine
think.
I blow up before August and then I move August and all of a sudden I just stop uploading and then I lose everything.
See, that would honestly just be kind of funny.
That
Like if
would
that
be
happened, like, I would
so
genuinely
funny.
watch
And
it.
then I'd make a video on how I gained this many subscribers and lost them all just because I moved.
Yeah. Speed. No, I'd say title your video if you
Speed run.
title your video "Speed Running Losing Subscribers."
Losing 10,000 subscribers any percent speed run.
Nah, I feel like those are.
100% speed run. Losing all my subscribers 100% speed run.
Wouldn't it just be deleting your account though?
I mean, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. Don't delete your account.
I'm not gonna do that, man. What?
Imagine you just do that one day, like, yeah, for your like 10 million subscriber thing. Someone
If
just like
we
deletes your.
reach 10 million subscribers, I will delete my account.
Yeah. Be like, wait, you stream your 10 million subscriber special and be like, the top donator gets to say what I do for my special, and then someone donates like 500 pounds, and then they're like,
Delete
delete
your
your account.
account.
You're just like, I bet I'll do it.
I bet I'll delete my account. I'm gonna say something that might actually let them in on the little secret, but if they say delete your account, they never specified the account.
Yeah, but you could just delete a random account.
I have Instagram alt accounts that I have for no reason.
I do not.
Let me tell you one of the names on my Instagram alt accounts.
I think I know it. And follow. I used to follow it.
No, you definitely don't, because this is a fresh account where I followed absolutely nobody and have posted absolutely nothing and have 0 followers. It is called Ficuff underscore Kufk. Something like that.
Why though?
Oh, because I just randomly spammed the letters of fuck. And I added an
Oh,
underscore because Instagram.
that makes sense. My question again is, why though?
I actually think I follow one person on that account, and I made the accounts just to follow that person. Boost their follower count.
Oh my
I think
days.
they were really close to a certain number, and I was like, you know, I can make accounts to let them hit that.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that because like you can get like a shit ton of followers, but no one like it's just kind of
Yeah.
sad.
Just like how I have over 100 subscribers. I gained a subscriber, by the way, I think. I hope they're still there. I went from hard stuck 106 to now I'm at 107, yet I still only get like 10 views a video. I mean, my most recent video only has 2 views, but all my others have like 28, 11, 10, 12, 18, 19, 11, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Coon the sequel.
yeah. We need to think of a way for you to boost your views.
Not wrong.
Don't know how to do that though. Oh, wait, what's your watch time?
It'll... Let me go check that. Analytics is loading.
Right?
Alright, monetization. Guess I'll just go there. Oh, there's new things in order to apply to grow with YouTube.
What is it?
So it's still the 1,000 required subscribers and the 4,000 required watch hours, but now you also need 2-step verification and 0 active community guideline strikes. I should be fine.
You should be.
I just need to turn on 2-step verification. Anyway, I have 203 public watch hours.
I mean, that's not that bad. So,
Yeah. 100 subscribers, 200 watch hours. That means each subscriber has at least watched 2 hours of stuff of mine.
yeah, that's not that bad. So if you gain 1,000 subscribers, you want 2,000 watch hours. So you just need to force people to watch even
Hopefully
more.
when I reach 1,000 subscribers, people will actually watch my videos, so then that'll be more. If I have 1,000 subscribers and nobody's watching my videos, I can consider my channel dead.
Yeah, that would be pretty sad. You need to think of like something that, like just one video that. But what?
I don't know.
The stop mounting me video is pretty funny,
True.
but it's so short. We just what is funny? What do the kids these days like?
I think what's actually gonna boost my viewership and stuff is when I get a better PC and I actually like set up Streamlabs. I can stream in 1080p, 60 FPS.
True.
I have sources. I have nice little things for my actual stream. That's probably gonna boost my viewership on Twitch even slightly.
True.
And
You
then
should
also by
also,
that time I'll probably be a bit better in Rocket League, hopefully.
hopefully, and then also because your channel is, so you need to think of ways to boost your YouTube.
But boosting my Twitch will boost my YouTube.
Yeah, but you're relying on getting better at
No, I'm not
stuff.
relying on getting better at Rocket League.
Not
I'm just saying I'm probably gonna be better at Rocket League, so that will probably get me more of a viewership if I do reach ranks where, like, I don't think I'm gonna hit SSL by then. No, maybe. No, not SSL.
GC.
GC, probably, hopefully. I hope.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, something else I could do is like, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but like find a not pretty small, talking in the 100 kind of category, and then maybe collab with them or something.
Do a what?
Do a collab with them.
You
I
cut
don't know,
out
just
for a bit.
just like find a YouTuber and become friends with them, but like really, really.
I mean,
Obviously, they need to have more subs than you. Like, they should be in like the 200 sub range, 300 sub range.
I am friends with a person and mod on a server of a person who did at a point have, like, I think it was 300 or 400 followers on Twitch.
Wow. Or was that
And
for Rocket League?
no, it was not for Rocket League. And then Twitch banned their account because they made it before they were 13.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep. So now they have to start again.
Ah, main.
And then I have Crisp.
True, true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just do collabs with people. Less with me. I just provide the funny. I can't really do much.
True. But providing the funny is good.
He's good, but we should also try to get you subscribers.
I mean,
I think the Save
I'm
Decay
gonna
thing is
stream on
pretty
myself
nice.
and up. What?
Because I think like in terms of series, Save Decay is gonna be like a pretty prominent thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Eventually, we will attempt. I'm telling you right now. Eventually, we will attempt and most likely fail a lethal zone melee only, no hacks. We'll do it.
Eventually, and if we do that, if we do that,
If we hit
um,
100 million likes and 10 billion subscribers, I will do a melee-only Lethal Zone State of Decay 2 speedrun.
speedrun. Speedrun.
I thought it would make it more hype.
Fucking hell, man. Speedrun.
I also said 100,000 likes and 10 billion subscribers, but speedrun is what you're stuck on.
Yeah. I mean, people can just make more humans, but speedrunning? No.
Just make more humans.
Yep. But I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
That's kind of scary.
speedrunning Lethal Zone is possible in 2 hours.
True. Also, we do need to eventually beat the speedruns. Get some world records under your channel.
Yeah.
That will help as well.
You know Red Dead
Yeah,
Redemption?
what?
Red Dead Redemption.
Yes, I do know. I'm aware
Do
of
you
the
know
game.
Red Dead Revolver?
No.
It's another game from the Red Dead Redemption series, I'm pretty sure. I
Right.
know a person who has, like, world record in, like, all of the extra mode category speedruns on that game.
Interesting.
If I go to speedrun.com right now, and I search up Red Dead Revol... If it loads, Red Dead Revolver, yeah, and then that loads. Um, any percent he doesn't have world record. 100% is empty. New Game Plus he has first. Glitchless he has first. Cheat percent he has first. Bounty Hunter he has first. Wood percent he has first. Then where is it? If I go to full game leaderboard, is that it? No. What is it? How do I get to the other thing? Where is the other thing I have to go to? Is it level leaderboard? Oh yeah, level leaderboard. Bullseye. He has... Let me just view all. That'd be easier. Bullseye first, Bounty Hunter first, Ugly Street Fight first, Railroaded first, Carnival Life first, Free Show first, Rogue Valley first, Ghost Town first, Range War first, Saloon Fight first, The Traitor first, Sunset Canyon first, Bear Mountain first, The Mine first, Stagecoach first, Fort Diego first, End of the Line first, Battle Finale first, The Siege first, and Fall from Grace first.
Jesus. That's
He has a lot of speedrun world records in this game.
Yeah. How's he doing on like Twitch or YouTube?
He hasn't streamed on Twitch in a while. I don't actually know Twitch. Is it that? It is not that. That is not their Twitch. I see. Is it that? Is it this?
Have the custom fiber head wrap thing, I guess. I actually killed someone for this one.
Oh yeah, they haven't streamed in a bit. They haven't streamed since last month? Is this
Some
thing?
people in this game are like retarded good. It's insane.
It sounds like him. He has 864 followers.
Yeah, see, speedrunning does help.
Yep.
So,
He's played... Is this it? I think? I'm pretty sure this is him. It sounds like him. I don't remember what he looks like.
yeah. Well, anyway, it is speedrunning still does help. So,
Yeah.
the State of Decay we can definitely speedrun. Quite good at. So we can speedrun that. State of Decay 3 when it comes out, obviously we can.
We can play that, yeah.
Then we also need to think of another game that we are quite decent at, or maybe wait for a game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it would be
We
though.
should probably do more stuff in Outriders. I found that really fun. Except for all
Yeah.
of the glitchiness. But you know, it probably will be more fun when we're in the same country.
Yeah, because then the lag won't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time you come to England, there should be a bit more games that we can play.
Yeah.
Because
That's
obviously,
also true.
by then I think I should have a PC, so...
Yeah.
Or a good one.
Yeah.
So we can play... We don't need to play cross-platform, we can play normal multiplayer games.
Mhm.
But I'm just thinking of like games that... What game genres are you good at? What kind of genre of games are you just good at?
What genre of games am I just good at?
Yeah. So like for me it would be fighting games.
Shit. I think I'm a jack of all trades but master of none, you know? I'm decent at, like, basically everything, but I'm not extremely good at anything.
Naruhodo. So for me it would always be like that I'm extremely good at fighting, pretty
Yeah.
good at action, and then it just kind of brings up from there, but you're just kind of equally decent at games.
The
in
one
general.
game I'm not that good at is rhythm games. I haven't played Beat Saber, I haven't played Clone Hero, but I know for a fact that 4-button rhythm games, like Friday Night Funkin', if I'm not good at Friday Night Funkin', there's no way I'll be good at games with like proper, what's it called? Proper, can't remember what it's called. Charting. With proper good charting, there's no way I'll be good at them if I can't even do Friday Night Funkin'.
Naruhodo. I'm pretty decent at rhythm games, but don't think that's that popular. What else? I think we should focus on action games because like think of like State of Decay, right? We're really good. Like we're both equally really fucking
Yeah.
good.
We're pretty damn
So
good at State of Decay. You were amazing at Outriders even though you were laggy as hell. I was... eh.
we
I
can't find
used to
that.
actually be pretty decent at COD, but that was when I was on controller. And
I
I
mean,
was playing on an Xbox 360.
true. When the new we can do that
When the new
obviously.
what?
When the new Gears game come out, we can do that.
Yeah, Gears. Okay, I have an idea. Tell me
Yes,
if you're
yeah.
down. Every
Right?
single Gears game, except for Tactics and maybe Judgment. I actually really enjoy Judgment.
Judgment was nice.
Yeah, we play all of them
I'm
because
down.
they're really fun. Yes, they're old games, still enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, the only games that together, like that are crossplay, are cross-platform are uh, Gears of War Remastered. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Um, Gears 4 and Gears. Those are the
Is there any way you think we would be able to do Gears 2, Gears 3, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, and Gears of War Judgment?
together. No, because those are not cross-platform.
But what if we had them on the same platform?
I can't get it on PC because it is too powerful.
No, I mean when you get a good PC.
You want to get a good PC, obviously.
I can't run Gears on my PC. Well, actually, I probably could run the older games.
No, you can.
I can
You
barely
played
run
Gears
Gears.
5.
Yeah, but I can barely run it, dude, at the lowest graphics. It looked terrible and it felt gross.
Nah, you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. I don't know.
I mean, by the time we do all this is planned for future. I want to do this after I get my good PC. Because I really enjoy the Gears game, and I want people who watch it to have the full experience, not crappy 720p 30 FPS.
Naruhodo. Yeah, I mean, we can do that. What else? What other games are we good at? Do we tend to really be good at action
I
games?
enjoy Terraria. Do you play Terraria at all? Terraria?
No, I don't. It's not really actiony, I think. It is, but it also isn't.
All of the mod, dude, the Calamity mod, that shit hard. I've never
Yeah,
completed Calamity.
yeah. I mean, I'm thinking more games that are like combat-y. It doesn't need to be fighting, but just like
I mean, like, we have like multiple years of games coming out to decide on games.
Taru. I'm just saying, like, that's the kind of genre we should like probably do because just
Yeah.
obviously different
Um.
content you wanna. Or we could do what Jacksepticeye did. Obviously, not steal his content,
Yeah.
but do like pretty shitty games that like no one really plays, like indie games.
Yeah. Do that. Like, Markiplier's current series 3 scary games, like, but Ryan, he does 3 random games.
Yee.
We could play indie games, but that is
That might,
kind of stealing content.
yeah, but that is kind of expensive for you because some games are obviously not free.
Hmm.
And
Which is
also, it's not
why we
really,
should wait until I'm earning money.
yeah, and also it's not really stealing content by playing in. So, yee.
Mm.
Um, what else? I don't think there's much else. You're just gonna have to hope and get lucky.
Hmm.
Right then, well, I'm gonna head off then.
I'm in stream then.
Bye.
Goodbye, stream peoples.